He's gone, people. Christian Horner is out the door. Yes. And what a better way to celebrate drinking in a cup of tea, my Mr. Joshy J mug. As it says, get out of here. You are alligator. That's a Corey say, but, bush. Oh, I can't believe it. Finally, man. Oh, wow. He should have gone a long time ago, man. Seriously. I am so happy he has gone. Seriously. I mean, he has achieved a lot as a team principal. Don't get me wrong. But he had to go. He simply had to go. It's just nowhere near as sustainable him staying on. And he probably should have resigned after all the controversy came out about him. That's when I would have walked away. But nope, he stayed. And ever since he stayed, his beloved Red Bull are absolutely in the mud. Now he's gone. They are further in the mud. I fucking love it. I absolutely cannot stand Red Bull people. I hate them so much. So now he's gone. They're further in the mud. And long may it continue as well. Absolutely amazing. The downfall of this team is just second to none. It really is. It's absolute heaven, people. It really is. I am absolutely just over the moon with this news. When I woke up at 11:30 yesterday morning, I went on my WhatsApp group, right? And then, well, one of the groups I'm in anyway, and I saw that Christian Horner has been released with immediate effect. Hold that, you Ronan. Hold that, yeah? Absolutely hold that. Expeditiously, yeah? You are an absolute Ronan, and you need the wooden spoon, you absolute Ronan, yeah? And you keep away from my beloved Ferrari, yeah? Keep well away from my beloved Ferrari, because I'll be absolutely seething if we go for Christian Horner at Ferrari. I want for sir. He is my team principal. He's the best team principal we have had since Ross Brawn. Let's get it right. Now, let's see what you guys are saying in the live chat. Red Bull downfall. Max going to lead. Big up to you, Dynamite Sorting. Good evening, mate. Gosh, good evening, Michael. Big up to you, mate. Good evening. But yeah, Horner, Red Bull as a whole. To hell with them all. Got a drink ready to toast. Yep. Lewis liking this Red Bull downfall. Especially it's the team who robbed him back in 21. Yeah, he's going to be absolutely loving it, isn't he? Because this certain person played a big part in why my driver is not an 8-time world champion. I mean, let's get it right. Not just him. Michael Massey as well. But stop talking about it. It was about 4 years ago, Mr. Joshy J. No. Seems I won't forget us finishing 15th place in the Premier League last season, Manchester United. Why should I forget it? To me, it's unforgivable. It's criminal, people, at the highest level. Absolutely criminal. Let's get it right here, people, yeah? Let's absolutely get the narrative right. But I am loving it. Absolutely loving their downfall. Seriously. It is absolutely epic. And it could not happen to a more nicer team. Seriously. Why do you think Adrian Newey's left? Jonathan Wheatley to join Sauber / Audi? Because they don't want to work with Christian Horner. And these rumours saying that Horner be reunited with Newey at Aston Martin. I mean, get out here, man. That is not happening in a million years, seriously. Because why do you think Adrian Newey left Red Bull in the first place? Oh, yeah, because that Ronan Horner, that's why. Let's get it right. Yeah? So there's no way he's going to go to Aston Martin, people. No chance. It's not happening. Adrian Newey will not allow it, seriously. Because Why do you think he's now with Aston Martin? Oh, yeah, because that Ronan played a part in him leaving Red Bull. It's as simple as that. You know, no one wants to work with Horner. Let's get it right. Ferrari should bin this car and focus on getting 2026 F1 car from Ferrari, not making same mistakes like this year. Yeah, Michael, the best thing so far with Horny Red Bull downfall, I've seen their last four races. Sauber under John Wheatley, mere months after he moved, scored 39 points there, 29. Oh, that really is laughing in their face, isn't it, Michael? That's unbelievable, mate. Absolutely just top notch, honestly. I mean, wow, unbelievable, unbelievable. But it's great. Long may it continue. Their downfall is a blessing in disguise because I just cannot stand that team at the highest level. They are my most hated team on the grid, Red Bull. Let's get it right. Not just because they are an energy drinks brands, but just the whole team is toxic from top to bottom. Hello. Oh, big up to you, Karen Fletcher, 304 Bosch. Good evening to you, mate. Thank you for joining me this evening. Horner should never rob Lewis again. And do you honestly believe that Hamilton and Horner would want to work together? Absolutely not. No chance. Because after all the, shit what happened in 2021, to me, it'd be an absolute disaster if them two worked together. It would not work in a million years. If Oz lose Hamilton and his seat becomes available, say at maybe Aston Martin or Mercedes, get on that blower and say, I want out of this team faster, or say, but, because them two working together, oh my goodness me, it wouldn't make sense, people. Seems like I'm struggling to wrap my head around if 33 Max goes to Mercedes working with Toto Wolff when they were once rivals. I mean, it just wouldn't sit right at all. I agree with my subscriber, F1 fan fanatic rants. It would feel so wrong at the highest level if 33 Max was working with Toto and Lewis was working with Christian Horner. To me, it'd be criminal. It would not feel right whatsoever. Wheatley was also part of the Abu Dhabi fiasco. I get it was for his striker and, of course, ordered by someone. Yep. I hate Red Bull since 2021 for that. You had your haircut. Yes, I had, Karen Fletcher, yesterday, mate. That was my first haircut since March. I've booked another appointment for October. Yeah, I mean, when I say two guys in the WhatsApp sad about it, should write on a beer bottle person A and B tiers. Yeah, I agree, Michael. I thought so. Looking fresh, buddy. Thank you, thank you. It needed doing, Karen Fletcher. It was annoying me around the ears. It really was. Once it starts to annoy me around the ears, I feel right. It needs cutting, and the fringe as well. You could hardly do anything with the fringe because it gets so long. So yeah, yep. Drinking now to my Mr. Joshy J mug tonight. Very nice. Lovely. But yeah, the downfall is great. I mean, just oh wow. And look, the team principal he's taken over at Red Bull now from Racing Bulls. Lawrence. Good luck to him. Yeah, I got nothing against him whatsoever. He's actually done a good job at Racing Bulls. So yeah, good luck to him. And it'd be interesting to see what the mindset is now from 33. I mean, to be honest, I think he's already signed for Mercedes, to be honest. I think a contract is already in the bag, and I think it might even get announced at his home Grand Prix. One of my other subscribers, F1 Fans CFC 1905, made that point. He reckons he signed to Mercedes already, which I think he has, to be honest. So, yeah, it'd be interesting to see. Yeah, I know. It's going to either Norris or Piastri, mate, that number one. So, yeah. Talking of McLaren, I found that super interesting today that one of my subscribers, F1 Fan Fanatic Rants, reported that McLaren were taking no notice of Nico Hulkenberg on the podium, which in real time, I never realised that. I need to look back on that. But if that's the case, that is an absolute disgrace by the two McLaren drivers. That is embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing by the both of them if that's the case. Because this was Nico Hulkenberg's proud moment. And the McLaren drivers are making it about themselves, winning their home Grand Prix. It's like, get out here, man. Who would Max replace at Mercedes? Well, it depends if they want the number one. True, because look at Lewis Hamilton, even when he won these titles, he always stuck with 44, didn't he? So, yeah, just because you've won the world championship, it doesn't mean that you literally would want the number one, because you may want to keep your current car number, which it's fine, you can do, because like I said, look at Lewis Hamilton. I first was fixated on Hulk, but then when they were all getting together for the podium pick, I clocked it. They never given him a fuss and was like, what the fuck? Yeah, that's nowhere near sustainable, Michael. Absolutely nowhere near sustainable whatsoever. Let's get it right here, people, yeah? Let's absolutely get the narrative right. I mean, dear, oh dear. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I don't know much about F1, but what has gone wrong for Max Verstappen this season? I just feel the Red Bull car is not great, and he just wants out of the team. But now Christian Horner is gone, it's going to be interesting to see what his mindset is in Belgium in a couple of weeks' time, because I'm curious to see what sort of Verstappen's going to turn up. Is it going to be one who's fighting, or is it going to be one that literally it just checks out that he's given up? Big up my Ronan. Big up to you, Kai. Good evening, Kai Talks United. Horner, laugh out loud. How would Max do a Mercedes? Would be seeing fight between Lewis and Ferrari at Mercedes. Max and McLaren, here we go. Adani sorting 63, surely. He and 33 can't coexist because they already dislike each other, and that's why, Michael. I mean, that rivalry is already heated, isn't it? I mean, look at Barcelona. They didn't trust Kimi after 1 year with all they investment. No way they're getting rid of Kimi Antonelli, mate. No chance. I wouldn't be shocked if Max went to Williams. Imagine that happened. Well, here at Williams HQ, we signed a 4-time world champion. We really are an elite team again, aren't we? Here at Williams HQ. Russell has no future at Merck. I think he'll go to Aston Martin, mate. I mean, nobody's talking around this, but what happens if, say, 33 decide to stay at Red Bull? Mercedes are happy with, say, 63 leaving to go to Aston Martin. If a seat becomes available, if Christian Horner goes to Ferrari, then what are the odds of maybe Lewis Hamilton going back to Mercedes? I mean, it seems odd that no one is talking about it, but if Horner comes and the seat becomes available at Mercedes, if I was Lewis Hamilton, I'll get on that phone to Toto Wolff and say, right, I want to come back to your team. I want to be teammates with Kimi Antonelli. And Kimi Antonelli can have 63's race engineer, and Lewis can have Bono again at Mercedes. I mean, it's weird. No one is talking about that, but it's just, I know I'm going bold here, but what that happens, I know it's out of the box and that, but, we're just going to have to wait and see. But to be honest, if Horner doesn't come to Ferrari, then I think Lewis will finish his career at Ferrari, to be honest. I mean, he's on big money at Ferrari, isn't he? I mean, let's get it right. Oh, here we go. Michael Chelsea FC, my geezer. Bush. Big up to you, Michael Chelsea FC. Good evening, mate. Well, do you fancy coming on, mate, to talk about Christian Horner? Because, yeah, it'd be great to have someone on to have a discussion about it. Up to you now, geezer. You don't have to. I'll post a link in the chat. In fact, here we go. Copy. And this is for anyone, really. They can come on and have their say about it. There we go. Max is not going to Merck, and Ronan is not going to Ferrari. Sheep. Yes, I have, Michael. I put the link in for you now, geezer. There it is in the live chat. I'm itching to come on, bro. Yeah, go for it, mate. Michael Chelsea FC has a new YouTube account. Yes, he does. I mean, he's not going to be doing videos, Kieran Fletcher. He's just going to be appearing as a guest on my YouTube channel and that. And, yep, he's doing his first stream on Rumble tomorrow night. I cannot wait. Get landing it, geezer. Over on Rumble. Rumble, here we come, baby. And I cannot wait. I am super excited to my geezer. Because a new chapter begins for him. Obviously, I'm still here landing it on YouTube, and long may it continue as well. But I've also got Rumble as well, so yep, I am on there, people. I've posted, I think, about 3 videos on there when I've done extreme Manchester United rants. Oh, here we go. Add to stage.
Bosh. You there, Josh?
Yay! Big up.
It's like you're gazing into your camera for like 10 seconds while I was there. Oh, anyways.
Far away, mate. What do you make of the breaking news yesterday? I mean, it's absolutely unbelievable, isn't it?
Well, I think, as I said, I almost did a Zach Brown at work when I heard, I think, the 11 a.m. hourly news round. So I let out a big, yeah!
Yeah.
It's fair to Zach himself's probably doing the same, given that's his trademark. And given he hates Horner.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, when I woke up in the morning, I couldn't believe it. I woke up about 11:30, right? Because I had a bit of a lay-in yesterday morning. And then I saw it come up in the WhatsApp group. I was like, yes, fucking brilliant. So I had to do a YouTube Shorts reaction on it. Absolute gold, mate, honestly.
Yeah, here's what I'd say to him for first, getting Lewis robbed of his 8th world title, and then him being sex pest. Here's what I'd say to him: suck on this, you fucking wrong un.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I know he's obviously like despite I think it is a good point. He's obviously achieved a lot and he won a lot, but that's obviously because of Nui largely. And ever since Nui, and then like all of his supporting acts have gone. He's all crumbled basically, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, why do you think like Adrian Newey left and Jonathan Wheatley left? I mean, because they did not want to work with that Ronan mate. That's why. That's why they all gone.
yeah, because it was February 24 when obviously this all came out, and then who was the first to announce he was leaving? I think was it Wheatley was actually no, it was Newey and 1st of May, and of course, Horny being Horny, of course they decided to use the most inappropriate day possible to announce it, 1st of May 24.
Yeah.
Well, the exact 30th anniversary of Senna's tragic death. When obviously Newey was, of course, I think he was working with Williams, obviously, when Senna had his fatal crash with them.
Yeah.
So I think deliberately to be petty, of course, chose the most inappropriate day possible to announce.
Yeah, that's unacceptable.
And then obviously,
yeah.
But then it was it in August, wasn't it, when Jonathan Wheatley announced he was heading off to Sauber?
Yeah.
And then when did Rob Marshall leave for McLaren as well?
Not 100% sure, but yeah,
like so many
people left that team because they just did not want to work with him. And ever since then, mate, the decline has happened. Even though like 33 won the title last season, I mean, fair play to him. He won it in like the 4th best car because the two McLaren drivers literally bottled it.
It wasn't the best. McLaren was best. It was probably about joint second with Ferrari over the season, given the starts of the season they had.
Yeah, true. Yeah, good point. Actually,
Mercedes was a clear number 4. Like, let's not be like that extreme.
I mean, apart from Silverstone last year and say Belgium, Mercedes didn't really impress, did they? Apart from them 2 races.
Yeah, I mean, they also had like decent Austria, where obviously George was running on merit in the podium places, and then obviously inherited the win with that coming together too. So they had a good July in 2024.
Yeah. Yeah, big up to you, John Blues. Good evening.
Well, no, it was they had a good July plus last day of June, as Austria was on last year. Just remembered.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Michael Chelsea FC's in the building.
Guys,
hey.
Just about
big up, Michael. How's everything going, mate?
Awesome.
Oh,
yeah. Big up to you, Josh.
Sometimes it takes a couple attempts. No, sometimes it takes a couple attempts for him to come into the stage like it's. Don't know whether it's from his end or is it my end. I don't know. Oh, here we go.
Have you got me up now?
It's loading.
Again, yep.
Yeah, right. There we go.
Hey,
yeah, big up all you guys. How are we all doing?
Yeah, mate, amazing, I'm absolutely buzzing. Absolutely just over the moon with this.
And I do have this. So I finally got it today.
Nice.
So, yeah, I'll be having a full read of that bad boy. So we'll see what has been going on inside the Chelsea in the last few years. But anyway, it was, I didn't wake up until, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Josh? Just had a...
Yes, I get up about 11:30, and that's when I found out about it, about 11:30.
You guys are fucking lucky. I wish I could sleep in that late.
That's true, Michael. Yeah, I mean, you've got your place of work, haven't you, geezer?
Sadly,
that's true. Yeah. I mean, for me, I had a nice nap that morning, woke up in the afternoon, scurried around to see what was happening in the world and that, and then I found the news that the wrong gun has actually got the sack. Best news ever, isn't it? I mean, let's get it right.
Yeah, aside from the Hulk podium just a few days prior,
yeah.
Best news in the age.
Oh yeah, I want to bring up about that whole podium thing at Silverstone. Yeah, they did ignore Nico Hulkenberg, didn't they? It's a shame we didn't mention it the other day because I was going to, but obviously it wasn't on on Josh's mind necessarily. I think we were all just celebrating Nico, weren't we? Getting that podium, really.
Yeah.
Michael Dodd, Chelsea FC geezer. In real time, I didn't really spot it. So, like, if I spotted it in real time, absolutely, I probably would have called it out. But like, I was so focused on the podium, I was so focused on Nico Hulkenberg, I wasn't thinking at all that the two McLaren drivers were ignoring him.
Yeah. Have you guys got drinks and everything? Because I have. Yeah, to Red Bull's downfall.
Ah, yeah, drinking the tears, yeah. Yeah, I will do that. Yeah, I mean, energy drink company merchants. I mean, let's get that right.
Yeah,
but yeah, I never saw any of that coming whatsoever. I really didn't.
No, I didn't.
You know, yeah, I mean, it certainly wasn't on my bingo card for 2025. You know, but yeah, I think I mean, Lauren Meckies. I mean, obviously he's moved up now, hasn't he? So
he moved on
I
to replace Franz Toss.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because when was it? Or as I call him, French Toast retired at the end of 2023.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people call him.
Yeah. You know what? Sometimes I do forget. I keep calling them they're AlphaTauri, aren't they? I mean, I was just calling Toro Rosso, funnily enough. I mean, even though obviously they are actually Minardi. Well, we're Minardi back in the day.
Yeah, I remember.
What I call them Min RB. I call them.
Yeah.
Because of that. Because I was thinking that now was it RB. It fits quite well.
Yeah.
But you know what? I mean, I saw them all on Sky. They were all striking for him and all that nonsense. Which I think we knew that was all coming. You know why they're all striking, don't you? It's because they've got no one to talk to on the grid. But I'm pretty sure that Zach Brown's going to fill that role from now on. I'm pretty sure he will. So it's not like they're going to be short of people to bloody talk to on the grid, is it? I mean, come on. That's the only thing more it is. At the end of the day, that geezer's gone. He's an absolute wrong gun. It was a bloody arsehole anyway. So, you know, with an attitude problem.
Arseholes. Because at least they got some use.
Yeah.
But you know, at the end of the day, look, you know, we might never see this geezer again. But you know what? He might pop up at Alpine for all we bloody know.
Join the other role then. You know, Fabio Briatore. Imagine that, both of them in the same team. I'll laugh my fucking ass off if that happens.
Yeah. Oh, I know what you mean in terms of what you're referring to in Flavio Briatore. It's that incident with Nelson Piquet Jr., isn't it? Back in day. Is that what it is? The one where he did it on purpose.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, I get that. But yeah, before that, I didn't really mind about Flavio Briatore because obviously he was there that back in day with Benetton when Michael Schumacher won them World Championships back to back, of course.
Yeah.
Right.
But you know, it is what it is in terms of that. But yeah, doing it on deliberate, I mean, that's shit, isn't it? You shouldn't be doing that sort of shit. Didn't Fernando Alonso win that race? I think he might have, didn't he?
Did. Yeah. And then he won Japan as well. So he won 2 races in a row in that 2008 Renault.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I thought he'd won the race at the back of that. But Yeah. But yeah, I can't believe he's gone. But for me, I love it. You know, as long as he'll never be back. I mean, I was watching, even BBC News was covering this yesterday. They were trying to make out that he'd given bloody birth to the team and all that shit. I mean, what about Adrian Newey, Dietrich Mateschitz, Jonathan Wheatland, and all the hundreds of mechanics, you know, the engineers behind the scenes? What about their credit?
Yeah,
you know? And yeah, anyone will think without Christian Horner, Red Bull wouldn't have had that type of success. I mean, bullshit.
Yeah, absolutely bollocks, mate.
Oh my God. So yeah, I don't bloody get it with people, geezer. I mean, yeah, it's bloody embarrassing, isn't it? What we have now. But he didn't give bloody birth to the team and shit. I mean, what we're doing? And anyway, it wasn't Red Bull originally. I'm pretty sure it was Stewart GP. So it would have been Jackie Stewart. And then after that, it was Jaguar. And then, of course, it was Red Bull. So what we're bloody doing here?
Yeah.
And also, it was the visionary that was Dietrich Mateschitz that founded the whole, was it, Red Bull organisation, along with, was it a Thai guy, wasn't it, or for a family?
Yeah.
It was like half and half, or 51-49, if you want to be pedantic, but yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? Yeah, I mean, I'm. You know what? I'm glad he's gone. It's a shame that I'm not going to be using that spoon as much, like I was doing in them streams when he was around. But don't worry, I'm pretty sure I'll have use for that spoon somehow. I mean, we always do, don't we, in these things?
Oh, of course they do. Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what? Knowing our luck, he's going to pop up at Alpine, Josh. Look, I don't believe in these rumours. I mean, Ferrari, he bitched about Ferrari back in the day anyway for using team orders.
Yeah,
but you know what? What I want to point out is here, Vettel and Webber, Turkey, what happened? Oh, yeah, they took each other out. So, fucking hold that one. So, let's get on to that.
Yeah, hold that expeditiously. Yeah. What team do you support in F1? I'm a Ferrari fan. Michael.ChelseaFC is a Ferrari fan as well. And Michael, the other Michael, is a Williams fan.
Yes.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. But you know what? I mean, in terms of 2021, I know you guys are like more bothered about that. I mean, I wasn't that bothered really because at the end of the day, neither of them were driving a Ferrari. So, you know, I didn't really care that much about it. I mean, yeah, it was a great title fight. I enjoyed it in terms of that aspect as an F1 viewer. But at the end of the day, neither of them were driving for Ferrari at the end of the day, were they? So it wasn't really...
Yeah, well, obviously, was it Lewis being robbed of his eighth, and as well as that, it's ultimately the rules being broken and that nothing being done about it, basically. And then the fans almost wanted to sweep it all under the rug. Was the whole gripe about it?
Yeah,
I think Mercedes are also, I think that they deserve a wooden spoon ready for that, for not chasing it up in the course, because I think they'd have had a good case to sort of not knock it back a lap. So that way they can make it as if it finished under the safety car.
But apparently,
you know what? In terms of that, though, I just want to land it on that bit. If Lewis had pitted around about the same time as Max, Lewis would have been the world champion. If he'd have pitted around that time.
No, because then Max could have stayed out, and I think there's a guy, because he can be quite toxic. There's a guy called Fixed with a 1 as the I. He did a whole analysis into this. Like, Max is between the Alpines are just a few seconds apart. I'm seeing that the pit stop from start of pit entry to end of pit exit is about 40 seconds at Abu Dhabi, and seeing where Lewis would have come out, based on the time of the race broadcast, he's a few seconds behind Max.
But the thing I just want to go back to, I think the reason why Mercedes didn't appeal it and go to court and that was because Lewis Hamilton apparently didn't want to appeal it. He wanted to let it go. So I think that's why Mercedes didn't bother in the end.
Well, so he wants to let go at 8th world title, basically, just like that, when he'd been cheated out of it.
Yeah, he said that he didn't want to go through the courtrooms and that. He would rather win it out on track.
Yeah, well, I'm glad to see that's going so well.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely not going to happen this year, is it?
Nope.
But yeah, I mean, he's going to be hoping for the new regulations, Michael, next year, isn't he?
Well, yeah, you're gonna have to, because if anyone but the McLarens would win the title this year, I'll run around Wantage and Grove and then past Williams HQ bollock naked if anyone but McLarens win it, because it's not happening. Because it's just not happening.
Yeah. Well, we all know McLaren have got it wrapped up, so
yeah,
I'm not really. I mean, it is what it is, isn't it? I mean, but it's like what ifs, isn't it? I mean, yeah, we could all be sitting here saying Lewis could have been an 8-time world champion, and Michael Schumacher should have been an 11-time world champion at the very least. Should have won in 97, got taken out by Villeneuve. And obviously, he got taken out by his brother in Nürburgring. I've never forgotten that one. 98, got taken out by Coulthard in Spa. And this was after John Todt had a conversation with Ron Dennis previously, the lap before. So Coulthard knew he was coming. So that move should have been simple as, and it wasn't. And we all know what happened on that one. Suzuka, Schumacher was on the front row, started at the back. And the pace that Schumacher showed in that race, he would have won it comfortably. But obviously, he went out with a puncture on lap 31. And obviously, 1999, Silverstone happened. Well, obviously, that's like an event outside of our control, rather. But if that hadn't have happened, he would have won that comfortably as well. So there are a lot of ifs in life, isn't there?
At Jerez, though, come on. He dived up Villeneuve's inside, and then he tried to do what he did to Damon Hill 3 years prior, but failed that time.
Yeah, because he ended up getting stuck in the gravel, didn't he? Beached in the gravel. He tried the same tactic, but the younger driver was well aware of it, and unfortunately, it didn't work that time round.
Fortunately, you mean? I think you misspelt
that. Also, 2006 as well, Japan 2006, he was in that title fight with Alonso, and he suffered an engine failure.
Yeah, in 2006, yeah. Yeah, but so there is a lot of what ifs in life, but this is the hand that we're all dealt with and all that, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
things happen. Let's say for a reason. I mean, it never looks like that when you're watching it in live time, but when you look back at it, you can't do anything about it. And obviously, maybe Lewis Hamilton sees it that way as well. I mean, there's nothing he can do about it now. And going to court, I mean, what would that do anyway? I mean, it won't do anything. Obviously, Michael Massey lost his job, so at the end of the day, he was poor. It shouldn't have happened, but
he was winning the title and restore justice.
Yeah, and then what about happened with Latifi? I mean, no one deserves death threats.
No,
I mean,
out of order.
Yeah, Yeah, so Latifi had an incident, but what's that got to do with him? What the outcome was? And yet
Well, I guess
people
because it triggered
giving
the
him bloody
safety
death
car, I guess.
threats and shit.
Well, it annoyed people probably because it brought out the safety car, but that doesn't justify death threats, obviously.
Yeah, you know, and obviously, look, the whole thing in terms of that was a bit of a mess. I mean, there was a situation where the lapped cars weren't allowed to go through, and then next minute they were. So there were inconsistencies.
Well, that's
you know, I'm
because
not saying there wasn't in that, but I mean that was brewing out for the whole year anyway, wasn't it?
yeah,
And it all started in Silverstone, and it was actually Lewis who took out Max in that race, and Lewis had a penalty which was deserved, but obviously Lewis went on to win. But Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen should have had a private conversation, sorted it out like men, and move on. But obviously, they hadn't done that. And obviously, Christian Horner and Toto Wolff, they did not do themselves in any favours by having their own little battle.
And also, remember 2021, Silverstone 2021, when Lewis Hamilton won, right? How did Charles Leclerc lead most of that Grand Prix in that, like, rubbish Ferrari? Because let's get it right, that 2021 car was bad, and he's having engine issues, and he had to do a reset, like, control, alt, and delete, and yeah, he was about 5 laps away from winning the Grand Prix, which that's an unbelievable effort in that car.
3.
Yeah, I do remember. Yeah,
3. Oh, what's it? 3.
Well, it was at Cops on lap 50, 52, so only 2.5 even.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was obviously a shame. Even though I'm a Lewis fan, I was actually kind of hoping for Charles because he was the word like he'd driven by far the best race.
Yeah.
So it was obviously a shame for him.
Remember that,
In fact, like Charles often gets fucked one way or another at Silverstone because obviously that time in 21, 22, then he could have won as well, but then got fucked by Ferrari, leaving him out on hards.
Yeah.
And then obviously, was it 23? The race pace just wasn't there really, so he came around like not P9, P10 they did, and then 24 obviously and 25 obviously finished 14th both times because of like being on, whether it's wet or dry, being on the wrong tyres.
And this is a problem with Leclerc. He struggles in the mixed conditions. I mean, evidence shows it that he cannot seem to perform well in these mixed conditions.
Yeah,
sadly so.
Yeah, well, we saw that at the weekend, didn't we? And last year as well.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
but you know what? It's not often that we get good news, Josh. So I think this is one of those moments where we should all celebrate this one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
Get it.
Obviously, I mean, for me, as you know, Josh, I'm hoping for another piece of good news soon about a certain footballer going to a North London club. Let's hope. I hope that's going to be true as well.
Yeah.
But you know what? This is one of them moments that we're going to enjoy. And he's gone, and we are never going to see him in this paddock for quite some time.
Yep.
Here's open.
Yeah, here's open. Yeah, true, Michael. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I don't think he'll be going. He'll be around for a while, so I'm going to enjoy this moment. So,
absolutely, yeah.
And we've got drinking all the tears from all them wrong guns out there, Josh and Michael. You know, go on, drink it in.
Yeah. I mean, like, as I say, with this was Leffe. Like, I first tried it actually when I was on holiday in March, and I went to Brugge in Belgium. Like, I've been hooked on it pretty much ever since I first tried it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, and you know there's going to be one guy who's got to be happy out of all this. Yuki Tsunoda.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll be happy out of all this, won't he, as well?
Sure.
Yeah, because Lawrence was managing him at Racing Bulls, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the only
Yeah, it
issue
was,
with that
yeah.
is that the car's still, shit for handling because it's, because
yeah.
Pierre Vache is in way over his head basically as the designer, as like a Nui wannabe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll take a while to sort out their problems for sure.
Yeah, it was because Pierre Vache seems to just to double down and doing that. Was it maximum like to turn-in like sensitivity that Alex Albon said on that high performance podcast? I think it was. So I think he seems to have doubled down on that because it seems like Max are very unique. Was it preferred driving style? Granted, like no driver has just one set driving style and that's it. But they all have like preferred one that sort of comes to them most naturally.
Yeah.
And it's all designed to around that for Max, whilst almost no other drivers manage that because it's no coincidence that Gasly, Albon, like then Checo, and Lawson, and now 1 foot 1. So that's at least 5 that I can think of. I might miss another one. I'm not sure. I think that's it.
Yeah.
That's at least 5 like drivers who everywhere else they've been really good, and yet they go to shit in that Red Bull race. They're almost like chewing gum. Effectively, they look like they're very good. Was it when they go in, then they get chewed up and then get spat out basically.
Yeah.
Right, nothing like what they once were, and having lost all their flavour.
Yeah. Pretty much, Michael. Yeah.
Put that there. There we go.
Why? Back some more familiar, like room going in your bedroom.
Yeah, I'm in downstairs at the moment, actually, Josh. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm going to be getting back to all this again on Rumble. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it'd be good.
So,
I thought, Michael, you also were like, you don't seem to be that active on WhatsApp. I just realised, by the way.
Yes, yeah, true. During the day, in all honesty, I mean, obviously yesterday I went out. Today I've had a bit of a nap. But I had that WhatsApp for a while. I didn't use it for, let's say, a while. And then obviously Josh mentioned his group, and then obviously he invited me on. And, it's I just have to set it up on my phone again, because obviously I'm doing this on the phone at the moment. Obviously, a laptop is upstairs at this moment in time, so I just need to set it up on here now and then. I'll do more communication on there. I've took a bit of time out after all the stuff that's happened with YouTube and that, but. Yeah, but you know what? I am gonna get back to it, Michael, and you're gonna definitely see me on there. So
nice.
don't worry about it, mate. I'll be on there.
That's good. I mean, like I say, it was my suggestion actually to have you in. Was it one of the WhatsApp groups? Because if YouTube if YouTube are going to be a bunch of jumped up so-and-sos about you, but we certainly won't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they may turn their backs on you, but we never will.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah. So yeah. I mean, don't worry. I'll get back into it. Just let's say rebuilding my self back up, and and of course, I think you were live the other night, Josh. So how was your day off? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it, Michael. I just had a nice relaxing evening, catching up with like some other YouTube videos and that, just having some
Yeah.
me time and that. But obviously, I still posted a video that day, obviously, my driver ratings and team ratings, which you did watch because I saw your
Oh, yes,
comments.
yeah. I put a comment in there, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's a. Well, I mean, I generally like them. I mean, it's a couple of small issues I have with driver ratings. I mean, especially for Silverstone. Like, could you not have given Hulk sort of a special exemption? Giving him 100 out of 10 for that drive?
Yeah.
But B, the more important one, like if a driver retires from the race, why just naturally give them a 5? I mean, if they retire, let's say in the early laps, and they have little to go off, just put NA is what I'd do.
Like non-applicable, yeah.
Yeah, and if they had a good race up until then, just use that. And let's say, say it's given like a 7, let's say, if they had a good race up until they retired.
But you see, like it's like F1 fan fanatic ran. So he always gives the drivers who retired a standard 5. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know. There's the same applies to that F1 fanatics rants as well.
Yeah.
You know what? I kind of get what Michael means here. Let's say if you qualified 20th from last year, and then you go out on, let's say, lap 1.
Yeah.
Wasn't that let's say Carlos Sainz in Austria? Yeah, because he didn't even start that race, did he?
No.
Yeah. And wasn't he, 18th or 19th or something?
Well, I think he qualified P19, but then opted, because he only had one place to lose anyway, decided to start from pit lane, but then not starting at all because of that. Because of that brake issue.
Yeah, so, in the States, you really can't say give much of a rating.
I mean, just put NA for stuff like that.
Yeah, and
or for like, is it Liam Lawson, was it Silverstone, or even like Collie Dog as well, because they barely doing anything. So just, like I say, just give NA for them, because you can't have nothing to go off, really.
Yeah, that's a good point, Michael. Yeah, that's. I'll consider that for future ones. Yeah.
And which drivers obviously like, and obviously some drivers had obviously, I think even like, was it F1 Fanatics rants, Charlie, like if they've had a poor race as well and they also retired, and they think it still gives below 5. They've had a substandard race and then retired, still gives them, like, let's say, only a 2 or 3. So it's not a blanket, sort of 5 for retirees.
But yeah, Gabriel Bortoleto, I actually gave a 0 because that's a bad mistake he made in the race on the dry tyres, and obviously he had a bad practice session as well. So yeah, that's why I gave him a 0.
Yeah, I mean, he qualified Hulk though, as one silver lining.
Yeah. You know what? I can actually see Michael's point in that, because obviously, when they're doing the MotoGP, I mean, look, we only see certain riders. I mean, we don't see the whole field, and sometimes I do find it, let's say, difficult to rate the Salvadori or Chin Ratra, who tend to be at the back, because we hardly see them on screen. So I do get that kind of point. Because obviously, TNT Sports, I mean, yeah, of course, you're going to focus on Marquez and Bagnaia, the front end of the field, which I think, but yeah, I do get that point though, because, I mean, you scramble around, you probably, let's say, give him a 3 or a 2, but yeah, if you don't see him on screen, I can see what Michael's getting at, giving him an NA,
Yeah.
So, and I think you, Josh, you gave Lawson a 5, and I think you gave Colapinto a 2 in your ratings, didn't you? Was it 2 Colapinto? I think you gave as well. Well, I think it was 5 Lawson.
It's 0 because I mean, Colapinto, like I said, if he burnt out the clutch, then that deserves a 0, because it's not like he's a rookie, is it?
No.
Yeah, I mean, and obviously, but in the case of Bortoleto, I was going to say it was a silly mistake. But like I say, they're called rookie errors for a reason, and he is a rookie, remember?
Yeah.
And obviously, it doesn't justify it's still a silly mistake. But I mean, but on the point of Garvey as well, like, it was a lovely touch. I thought it was a lovely act by him to get on the radio to Nico when he got that podium. It was
True.
that warmed my heart actually to hear that. I didn't realise at first. I only heard that the next day on the radio rewind that F1 do.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I was really nice by him. I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least some of the drivers had the decency to recognise the achievement.
Yeah.
And I thought more people would have done, you know, but it seemed like it was just, let's say, all of us guys instead.
Yeah.
That just seemed to recognise the achievement.
There's nothing
not really anybody else.
There's nothing I forgot to mention Sunday night. I mean, it was not only Jonathan Wheatley and all those expertise, not only that, because obviously I didn't like him when he was at Red Bull for many years, not least Abu Dhabi, so he was low in my books, but for him fucking off from that wrong and horny, and him now was it building up like Sauber from pretty much a ground up, and now almost usurping Red Bull the last 4 races. You know, he has also he's redeemed himself a little bit in my books, like recently, and but not only that, you know, another man who's sort of shown us again why he's still got his uses on the technical side of things, if not when it comes to running a team. That's Matteo Binotto.
Yeah.
Because obviously at Ferrari, especially during the height of their dominance, he was almost at the heart of the technical stuff, technical side of things.
Yeah, like when we were dominating in the early 2000s, he was part of the technical department.
Yeah, so even though I'll stand by saying he was a pretty useless team principal, but he's got his uses at technical things.
Yeah.
And I think that could be what's obviously helps him, as well as obviously the expertise of Wheatley, obviously find some of the fundamental flaws that were almost like the dead weight for Sauber, sort of keeping them at the bottom for some time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it is good to see, obviously Wheatley obviously sort of make his own way, getting away from Horny, as well as. Like I said, as well as Binotto, was it like sort of rediscovering his strengths?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what else? What was the next thing to think about?
Yeah, it's like it's just like unbelievable news, isn't it? Like I knew at some point he might get sacked, but it kind of come out of nowhere, didn't it?
Didn't think now, no.
No, I didn't.
No, it came out of nowhere for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because obviously everything we've seen in recent times. I mean, Helmut Marko, he's not really, let's say, done anything in terms of just run around for Christian Horner to be like the bloody boss of everything.
Yeah.
I mean, and at the end of the day, Christian Horner's only a team principal. He's not a boss of the whole conglomeration, is he?
No, he's not.
Thought he's a CEO, wasn't
he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is a common case. I think this is Christian Horner's FAFO moment.
Yeah.
I guess you know what. I'm guessing you've heard that term before, for FAFO.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Yeah, so he fucked about and found out.
Yeah. And look, he's, they should have acted when all that stuff came out about him anyway.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we all know about stuff that went on at the beginning. I think it was at the start of last year when all them allegations were coming out about Christian Horner and all that stuff. And
well, they weren't really allegations, that's the thing.
And yet, well, because he's been cleared of, let's say, of this doesn't mean he's actually innocent. I mean, we all know what goes on in these things, yeah. I mean, we've seen it in the past. I mean, we've seen it with footballers and anyone who's famous. I mean, there's always a lot of stuff that these people are always hiding. We all know that.
Yeah.
And one day, the trouble is, when everything comes out, it's too late. It always is.
Yeah, like an internal investigation with by Red Bull into their boss, like them marking their own homework, and them, what's the word, like them sort of clearing their own boss of wrongdoing. Never. Yeah, despite just look at we saw like a good few of the files, obviously, of him. Like, you know, it's hardly accusations at that point.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And do remember, it is Red Bull, but they are the kings and queens of gaslighting. They are.
Yeah.
I'm saying that them was like sort of that them admitting guilt. That would be way too much accountability and not enough gaslighting by them.
Yeah.
Let's get it right, as you say. Or let's get the narrative right, is what you say, Josh.
Yeah. I know.
Of course, I put that video out to Josh quite a while ago when Christian Horner was bad-tempered in that interview to Natalie Pinkman on Sky, wasn't it? I'll pull that out to you, Josh. Do you remember that? When he was getting them questions about Sergio Perez. I mean, when you're in that line of work, you should know you're getting questions like that. I mean, you can't be an unprofessional prick like that.
I don't remember that, interviews. I don't remember that. Would you mind sending it in that Josh J chat, Michael, whenever you can?
Yeah, I'll try and find that, and I'll try and get it up to you.
I believe you, but I can't remember when that was for some reason. Yeah, but I mean, like, of course, a famous line that came back to bite him. Of course, if you've got a problem, change your fucking car. Well, look how Mercedes doing all right at the moment, and look how you're doing. So yeah,
no problem. I will try and find that. Right? It was on that previous Twitter account now, wasn't it? Because I'm on the second one now.
Yeah.
I had a bit of verification issues on that first Twitter account. And I couldn't seem to log myself back in for some vast reason. So I had to rebuild that and all not that long ago. But that's social media in it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't worry, Michael. I'll get that out.
Found. Yeah, I mean, like, I've been thinking this for a while. I mean, even when Red Bull were like at the top of the game, and I thought Max was going to easily win, like, you know, title sort of 4 and 5 like the last couple of years. I mean, even then, I thought Red Bull were going to fall fair bit in 2026 with Ford and everything coming in, the new regs. I mean, but now I'm actually, I'm gladly fearful for them actually going to next year.
Yeah. Ford. I mean, that's a bit of a risk, isn't it? Ford.
Yeah. I saw in Charlie's group, was it someone saying that apparently Mercedes done a deal with the FIA about the power unit? I mean, I'm sorry, who was a team that got us an engine freeze and then sort of kept retain their advantage at the top that way? Oh yeah, Red Bull with Honda.
Yeah.
Don't come fucking. You've probably seen that, Josh, haven't you, in the Charlie's chat this morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it was our favourite Dutchman. I mean, like, come on, don't fucking lecture us about that when it was literally your team that did that in this set of regs.
Yeah, it's too right, mate.
Yeah. Up yours.
Yeah, absolutely, Michael. Yeah.
That's why I labelled it Dutch Tears, this Leffe. Even though it's Belgian, obviously, it's Leffe. I still labelled it Dutch Tears.
Yeah. But yeah, like, it could not happen to any nicer team, could it? You know, I'm just so happy they're in the mud.
Yeah.
You know, it's brilliant.
Mate, I'm on such a high with first Nico Hulkenberg podium, like after a long run of good results, and now this. Like I'm on such a high that I'm amazed I haven't got a nosebleed yet.
And
yeah,
yeah, F1 fan fanatic rants here. He'll be like getting his house ready, won't he? You know, to inviting him for like a beer or some dinner. You know, because he absolutely loves Nico Hulkenberg because he's so.
yeah.
Yeah, well, remember what he'd always say, like, you know, the bed's ready to be alongside the missus. Of course, he'd always say. And of course, after getting his as John Wheatley actually said, like, it's the longest overdue first podium in F1 and in the UK as well. You know, and he's obviously got 3 weeks in the next race while he's at it. What better time?
Yeah.
Well, that's perfect time. Obviously, new house, like new podium finisher at long last, and obviously in the UK with 3 weeks in the next race, like, fucking send it. I would.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, and Belgium next as well. And I mean, who's to say with, let's say, different type of conditions? Who's to say Hulkenberg, can't do it there as well?
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, he's got a mixed bag of form around Spa, actually. He's been fourth there twice, actually. But he's also, the last couple of years, been last, I think, actually, of the classified finishes. In 18th. Like, he's had a bit of a stinker and hook the last few times.
Yeah.
So he's got a very, very mixed bag of form.
Of course.
Yeah, this season it's been his qualifying, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, this season.
Yeah, but the experienced old head that is his, you know, he's been able to also keep the tyres alive for forever. It would feel like.
Yeah.
And that's obviously what makes the difference on Sunday. So that's obviously apart from when the sprints, obviously, like they're all be in Belgium, funny enough, but apart from when the sprint weekends, you know, points aren't scored Saturday, of course.
Might have another cause to celebrate here. Arsenal have signed Madueke. Oh, that's even better news. I hope that's official. But yeah, looks like Minerals has just done a video on that. Well, I'm happy with that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's more good news.
I should sub to him, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he well, like I said, I think that's probably why he called it himself as, because he lands the Minerals.
Oh yeah.
Big up to Adam Partridge.
Bosh.
Yeah, been a while since we've seen him on here now. But yeah, I hope he's doing well.
I think we saw him Sunday a little bit from memory. I thought, unless I'm confused.
He was in the chat on Sunday. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I hope he's keeping well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like all of us.
Yeah. Yeah, and of course, I know. Yeah, of course, Kai started his channel, hasn't he? You know, the young lad. But yeah, what do you think of his channel, Josh? I mean, do you think Kai's, doing well?
I say he's got off to a good start, Geezer. You know, like 19 subscribers. You know, so yeah, he's off to a positive start. I say.
That's the same Kai that's joined us in that chat, isn't it? Kai Talks United that I was seeing in the chat.
Yes.
Oh, I shall go sub then after I'm done with the stream.
Yeah. That's good, Adam. Glad you're keeping well, mate. And yeah, I know you're not a fan of this really hot weather, are you? Like me, I'm not a fan of it at all. You know, it drains away all your energy and it makes you feel so lazy.
Yeah, having worked for a lot of luckily I started, was it before it was hot, but then towards the end of the day, and then when I was coming home, like it was bit hot, and then I fucking passed out for a couple of hours actually in my bed.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like needed to lay down because I was hot.
It's always the case with this kind of weather, mate.
Yeah, it was something obviously I thought of as I put in the chats in Charlie's. Obviously, like, given you don't cope well with the heat, I should get you a job with Mercedes.
Yeah, I saw that comment. I thought, you cheeky motherfucker.
Yeah, I would have said Ferrari, but they tend to perform well in lockstep with the weather. While Mercedes tends to do it in opposites with the weather.
Yeah. But Lewis Hamilton, do you think he's slowly improving with the Ferrari car? Because I think he is a little bit. I think he's starting to slowly come to grips with this car. I feel he's getting closer to Charles Leclerc. He's outqualified him the last couple of races. So I think things are going in the right direction for him now.
Yeah, I mean, we all thought that though around like was it Imola and then even Monaco time. Then he dropped off a tad. It was like Kando, and then Austria was a bit behind Charles, though that was kind of to be expected at one of his least good tracks.
Yeah.
And so Silverstone, he was then comfortably above Leclerc. I mean, let's see how he does. Obviously, at Spa, it's been one of his decent tracks, not his best, but still a decent one of his. Won 5 times though, including last year.
Yeah.
And then obviously was it. Then of course one of his, along with Silverstone, one of his probably his next second best track in Hungaroring. Obviously after that.
Of course, Lewis Hamilton. The reason why he won the Belgium last year was because 63 got disqualified, didn't he? Because
he was underweight.
Yeah, underweight car. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean that's a problem. I was actually also a bit felt like extremely odd actually when I saw on TV Toto not jumping for joy at a 1-2. I thought, well, why is he sat there so nonchalantly and he just got a 1-2?
Yeah.
I thought that was very off. I thought.
Yeah, so he knew something. He really did. Yes, Adam Partridge, I have had the haircut, mate. I got it cut yesterday. Yeah, it looks very fresh, mate.
I love how that's the main talking point in the chat rather than Horn Dog. It's new fresh trim. Yeah, because I think that's probably about the third or fourth person tonight mentioning it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, obviously that joke was it of saying you should work for Mercedes. I mean, it's almost like taking the piss, sort of like at table tennis once when one of my teammates actually got sort of cut his finger actually, and then he was bleeding onto the black side of the bat. And then one of my mates, the other one of my teammates, jokingly saying, "You know, it's illegal to have 2 red sides in ping pong."
Oh my god.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, high standards.
Oh, standards. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of your favourite words, of course, Josh.
Yeah, it is.
He's got quite a few favourite words or lines. Obviously, bah, bah, bah. Of course, there's another one that says, "Was it favourite?"
Get out of here as well.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Not sustainable is another one of my favourites.
Oh yeah.
No, it's sustainable, of course. Yeah, and obviously, was it? Let's get it right here, people. Yeah, let's absolutely get the narrative right. You can almost recite it off the head, or right off by heart.
Yeah.
And to be honest, as I was joking in, was it F1 Fanatics rants? Was it chat once? Like I was saying, I can imagine that so long as you don't die from bursting a blood vessel, like before was it Alonso's 100 and probably joins Ferrari again? Is what Dan once posted in there. the chance.
Yeah.
And I can imagine you at like at 89 as you be by then. I can just imagine you still was it ranting at Ferrari, even not one shit since 08. I can still imagine you from your armchair, probably sort of having a go at them. And probably still saying some of those lines just in a more frail voice. To be honest, I could see that.
But yeah, look, I mean, at the end of the day, that Christian Horner is an absolute wrong gun, and I'm pretty sure he'll find his way elsewhere. Obviously, as long as it's nowhere near Ferrari, which I'm pretty sure it won't be. And in any case, he bitched about Ferrari back in the day anyway, so it won't happen, Josh. I'm telling you. He'll end up somewhere like Alpine or some shit like that. I mean, I don't know if Flavio Briatore will be the long term. I mean, I don't think we know the ins and outs of it. I mean, we know he's there for now.
I mean, he's about 5 already as Flavio, so you can't stay that long, surely.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, big up the Royal Red.
Got to rip Man United's new asshole again, Josh, mate.
What would that be about?
Well,
transfers, is it? Oh.
Yeah, maybe something like that. But
my Keel, I love how almost everyone misspells our name, like puts the E and the A the wrong way around.
Yeah.
It's A before the E.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's not fucking my Keel.
I've noticed plenty always do that, and
I think more people do that than not.
Yeah. I mean, I don't get it. I don't know how, because I mean,
here he is. Here's the famous Dutchman from our WhatsApp group. Hi everyone, greetings from the Dutchman. What I told Michael is true about the Mercedes power unit. That's why Mercedes was years ahead of the rest. Read Paddy Lowe's interview. Good evening to you and Theo, by the way.
Well, I mean, was it Red Bull also got the engine freeze though in this regulation set? So I mean, so you're still hardly in a position to lecture us about it.
Yeah, and also, can you remember 2019 as well when Ferrari apparently had an overpowered engine? They agreed to settlements with the FIA, and then 2020, all Ferrari powered teams had to redesign the power units, and all of them were absolutely wank. They had no power. The works team, the Custer teams. I mean, look at Belgium and Monza that year. We're fucking getting laps in a straight line in that. It's like, what were we doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
on that, yeah.
Yeah, it was absurd, honestly. Yeah, like it was. I mean, like to be honest, it was kind of suspicious, really, to say the least. That Ferrari's like massive drop off, and then like obviously after that big, after it all came out, the whole accusations came out just before Austin, and then obviously that's when their big straight line advantage suddenly went away, and it almost like became neutralized.
Yeah.
But I mean, like it seems Red Bull have like quite a long history of whenever they're getting beaten, they just almost cry fraud effectively.
Yeah.
Or foul play. Because obviously the most recent one being the most recent and the funniest one still got to be the tyre water accusations.
Here we go. Michael, we're talking about the power unit, and let's not mix everything up.
Engine's part of the power unit,
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
And well, it's just what really gives the power off to then give the speed. Obviously not all of it. Also got an energy store, just name another part. So it's not all of it, obviously, but it's quite a big part.
And obviously, like next year, they're getting rid of. I think it's the MG UK or the MGUH.
I think it's the K, yeah.
Yeah, MG UK, I think it is. And the cars apparently are the power is gonna drop off on the straights because they have to rely on some more electrical power or something. I mean, I'm not sure how it's going to work in that. But I mean, if they do slow down a little bit, surely it won't be a lot. I mean, come on, these cars go so fast.
Well, I don't know, because I think getting rid of the MGUK, I think that's the whole reason why the drivers was having a problem with. Why they're worried about, was it losing a lot of, was it speed on the straights? Because was it not going to be getting, was it kinetic energy recharge?
Yeah.
As a result of losing the MGUK.
But I think they're doing it because, number one, it's too expensive, and number two, I think it's going to make the engines a bit more noisier. So, which that'd be something if they are a bit noisier.
Can't say no to that.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have a bit more noise, won't it? You know, because I can remember with the old C8 and C10s, they were so loud. I mean, even though they're so noisy, you could still hear the crowd at Silverstone.
Oh, no, that's fucking mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not all obviously about, was it the engine noise? It's just one, like, the main thing that, like, is above all else is obviously good and close racing. I think that's got to take, precedence over, or to take top spot over everything else.
Yeah.
But I mean, if we have obviously sort of engines that really get what's the word, like really make you feel like you're watching like proper like pinnacle motorsport racing. You got to obviously have engines that have some sound to them.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that, Michael. Yeah, I understand your point, mate. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think we'll have the same reliability with with all the new regulations? Because under the obviously these
I
cars
understood
have
that
had
point
ridiculous.
already. I just made that point.
It's like it's going to be interesting because under these current regulations, the engines have been so reliable, but obviously for the new cars like Ford and Audi, it'd be interesting to see if they have a few reliability gremlins. Because you can remember when Honda first came back to sport, they were absolutely horseshit. They kept on getting lapped and everything.
Oh, they were saw some banging comedy though. You can't deny that.
GB2 engine, GB2, wow!
The engine feels good, much slower than before. Amazing. And it wasn't even when they couldn't even start the race in Russia that time because of obviously try 3 times, please, Fernando. So, I try already, so try yourself. And of course, the other one is it's like we are racing Massa to the end now. It's like, I love your sense of humor. That was so funny. Like, called me a fucking child, honestly. I don't think anything that screams child more than people like him. Was it crime? Was it cheating? Was it whenever he's being beaten and taking his team's every word like as a fact?
Yeah.
And then whenever I asked, like that British bias accusation that he made, of course, that time, when I gave him ample chance to give evidence about it, and I even gave many examples against, like obviously Behrman Antonelli comparison, obviously why they froth over Antonelli more than Behrman, despite Ollie being the Brit. And as well as that, they obviously was always going about Lewis being finished, a whole lot more than Alonso, for instance, despite, Alonso being older and, fun enough, Lewis being the Brit among the two of them.
Yeah.
But go on, British bias, eh? Give me a break. And as well as that, obviously, when Lewis, one of their own driver, of course, was robbed of the 8-pole title in favour of a non-British driver, of course, they didn't want to get all so riled up like a such British biased media outlet would, did they?
Yeah. But F1, I think at the moment, it's in a decent place because for a while I lost a bit of passion for it because they kept talking about off-track stuff instead of on-track action. It's like, we're hearing too much about like a Horner behind the scenes and that, and it made me lose a bit of passion for the sport. But yeah, like last season, it was quite entertaining, so it kind of got me getting involved in it again. Really, I mean, don't get me wrong, I was still watching the races, but yeah, I was going to say, literally, the kind of some of the passion went a bit at the start of last season, but then when I was enjoying the season, I was really starting to get back into it again.
Yeah, I mean that's a great thing. It was like over off season, especially, it's obviously really hard to keep. I often like to switch my mind off from F1, otherwise I'll lose my head basically before the season starts again with obviously the big gap.
Yeah.
But it's the way it's always been, isn't it? Every team wants to find out a little bit of advantage, to get them to the front. I mean, at the end of the day, it's about winning, isn't it?
I mean, like we did in the P10 era, Geezer, we dominated that era in the early 2000s, didn't we? We were
we did, absolutely. Yeah, because the main aim in sport, Josh, is always about winning. And that's how it should be in any walk of life.
100%. Yeah.
But Jesus Christ, if you're not about winning, therefore, I mean, why would you watch then?
Yeah.
And that is same in any sport, isn't it?
I agree.
So, look, everyone will want to do anything, and if that means getting a bit of a meter or anything like that to get an advantage, that's what they're going to do in it. But yeah, you know what? I am more glad it's more on track now. I mean, rather than what you see behind the scenes and that, because at the end of the day, we want to see great racing, and that's what it's all about, innit?
Yeah, because if all the talk's off track and nothing on it, that's crap, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. But joints is fine. I'm not interested in that shit whatsoever. Yeah. I think it's a bit overhyped and overrated.
A bit.
A lot.
Yeah, I've not watched nothing of that. I really haven't watched anything of that.
Yeah, because like in 2020, like with Carlos and Lando, like I think Carlos just but pulled Lando's chair back, obviously as a joke. But then they obviously cut out the laughing parts early, and then put on dramatic music, saying like the gloves are off between those two. Is what Captain Obvious himself said, and it's obviously I was all sorts to make them out like bitter rivals, and they were nothing of the sort.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've never been down for all this fake tension shit and all that. I mean,
but the biggest crime actually is to 2021. I think you might remember they almost barely touched on Kimi retiring. So it seemed to give more focus on what 1-1. Like, obviously was it being was a not quite understanding was it a physical demand of F1, and obviously as well as that, almost him coming out of the sauna as well. I think they obviously gave more attention to that than legend in Kimi retiring.
Yeah. Oh, Kimi Räikkönen, what a character he was. I remember when back in Malaysia 2009, I think it was, the race was red flags because it was hanging rain and that, and he got out of his car.
Thunderstorm.
And he was like wandering around the Ferrari garage in his flip-flops with an ice lolly, that's got to be one of my favourite scenes.
His team radios always were fire, weren't they?
Oh, that was
perfect. Yeah, they were, yeah.
Team radio.
Gloves and steering wheel, Hey, steering wheel. Hey!
Yeah.
Somebody tell him to give it to me. Come on!
One track he always did go at was Belgium. He loved Spa, didn't he?
4 wins, yeah. And of course, he
won the 2009 one, didn't he? Yeah, well. I remember that.
Yeah. Obviously,
Yeah.
Mugello was also a hilarious radio message. Was it? So, okay, Kimmy, we have now 5 seconds time penalty for that will serve after the race. For what? So they would add 5 seconds to your time. So, for what? He was then like on the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when his engineer like dodged the question like that, I just knew he was going to do that. Like he was not going to let him off that easy.
Of course, like 2008, Belgium, who could forget that? You know, Raikkonen was literally dominating, but then when it started raining, you know, when our master Lewis Hamilton came alive, didn't he? He overtook him, and they were both literally going off the track, you know, because there's hardly any grip out there. Raikkonen ended up spinning out, but then Lewis on the race, so of course, they gave the win to Massa, didn't they? Because they said Hamilton re-overtook Raikkonen at the wrong corner, which I thought was absolute bollocks.
I mean, took 25-second penalty. I mean, that deserves like maximum wooden spoon. That does.
Yeah, that was
something as petty as that.
Yeah, that was a terrible decision.
Yeah, I think it was like Max. I think Max Mosley was a FIA president at the time. As much as he was obviously a big safety pioneer, and obviously like all cred to him for that, he seemed to have some massive hate boner against McLaren.
Yeah. That was pathetic. I'll never forget that. That was fucking pathetic.
I mean, it's like and that was obviously around the time when the FIA were obviously truly known as like Ferrari International Assistants, of course. As obviously a big old joke, obviously, was made about them.
Yeah.
Obviously, now become obviously made a load of like new names about them. People have made obviously like one of them I saw obviously because they got obviously an Emirati with MBS is leading them. Obviously, Federal Islamist Authority is another one I saw. Well, and obviously my favourite one for Fools in Actions, my name for them. And what was it? Charlie calls obviously for fucking incompetent arseholes is his one.
Yeah.
You can make quite a lot of names for them.
Yeah, I remember you saying before Adam Partridge that you're not a fan in this really hot winter, yeah. But yeah, like F1 fan fanatic Grant, he's just amazing, isn't he? You know, some of the names he comes up with, it's just fucking brilliant.
Yeah, obviously, like, was it
Liam Lesbian Lawson?
Yeah.
Obviously, when I was on that stream with him, he was saying, like, I'm surprised that no one's come on the stream to be like, you're being really offensive about Liam Lawson. And then I was like, yes, it's the same for me, actually, now I think about it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because obviously, like, old comedy like that, obviously that shit wouldn't fly nowadays. You know, also all of, like PC stuff and everything. Obviously, got to be all nicey.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously, like some other names, like 1'1", obviously for Yuki-san.
Yeah.
It's like obviously was it, but being homophobic calling was it Liam's a lesbian. Obviously, also being high test as well, calling Yuki 1'1" probably.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and Woody and Broccoli Head, Collar Dog.
Yeah, Broccoli Head's a bit of a shit nickname, to be honest. That one. Like, why not call him Super Mario?
Yeah, Super Mario, like Mario Kart.
He looks quite a lot like Super Mario, and obviously he's Italian too, to go with it.
Yeah, Mario, yeah.
That's why I call him Super Mario rather than fucking Broccoli Head. I think that name's a bit shit, to be honest.
Yeah, another thing, what shocked me was when, I know you weren't following him around this time at YouTube, but when he came out and did that video about saying no longer supporting Lewis Hamilton because of like the stuff he does off track and that, you know, I was shell shocked, you know, I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? You're not going to be a Lewis Hamilton fan anymore. You may still respect him as a driver, but you don't support him because of the stuff he gets up to off track, which I found odd, but there you go. It is what it is. I mean, look, I'm not always interested what he gets up to off track, but on track, I care about him very much. I've been supporting him since 2006. I mean, let's get it right here.
Yeah, I mean, like, so obviously showing as a guy of colour that he can obviously, fight against the odds, and obviously because it was obviously a white dominated establishment is the most racing and F1 just obviously show that obviously and it's obviously quite were like elitist too.
Yeah,
so that a guy that came off a council estate as well can obviously do it, and having his dad had to work, was it for 4 jobs at one point? Like he was, especially Anthony was there, was it with him at every step of the way to support him?
Yeah.
You mean the off the field stuff? Do you mean political?
Yeah, stuff like that, Michael.
Yeah.
I really don't care about that. I just care what he does on the track, to be honest.
Wasn't Sebastian Vettel a bit like that as well?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
he's a bit like that as well.
Stuff, yeah.
Sebastian Vettel.
Yeah.
Look, what they do off track, look, up to them at the end of the day, but I mean, we're focused about what we see on track. Obviously, let's say if it's something personal, let's say something bad, like what we talked about in terms of Christian Horner earlier on, well, and then, obviously, then it has to come into the, in the domain. But if it's like stuff that is off it, I'm not really bothered about that side of things.
No,
I mean, I love was it with Charlie tries to claim that he's a 63 fan when we know that he's not. I mean, we know that he just says that to be different.
Yeah,
we know that it's the Hulk. I mean, he's the only driver he's even said can get the bed off with misses. Like, if you want to, if you want to get any more obvious, I mean, like, try to get any more obvious than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I don't really.
I guess we should obviously that's why was it like when he did that picture of was it Lando with that potential fraud Vic, and then he had another on the other side of his face on top of it as well. How fucking gold.
Yeah, I think it's the way that life is sometimes. But there's probably let's say 18 to 20 of them that are probably, let's say, all right off the track, and there's probably 1 or 2 of them that are a bit of an ass off the track.
Yeah.
Look, that's the way it's going to be. You're going to get that kind of bag, aren't you? At the end of the day. I mean, all that stuff with Russell and Albon, which was a while ago. What was it? What was it? Albon has to pay for all of the meal. What? That sort of stuff pisses me off.
Yeah.
And wasn't it Russell who was in the wrong in Monaco anyway?
Yeah.
Didn't he cross the chicane? And he weren't that pissed ass about getting a penalty. Where he bloody should have been.
Want to get your tool out, Josh?
Oh yeah, the wooden scene. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, wooden scene for you was 63. Honestly, that was cheating. That was unacceptable.
It was. I can't understand his motive for doing it, to be honest, because he was losing 4 or 5 seconds a lap. Lap. So I can't understand, to be honest, why he did it. And so if I were in his shoes, I probably would have done it myself, to be honest. I can't lie. As much as I accept you shouldn't, obviously.
Yeah, you're gonna get them kind of personalities in life sometimes. Either if you like them for being honest and that, and then obviously that's up to everyone. But there are some people who out there that want to be like bell end of the bloody week, don't they? Obviously, you got Josh, who doesn't like Garnacho at the moment. But let's say if Garnacho scored against Burnley, he'll probably say he's doing an amazing job again. But that's how people are. That's how people are.
Yeah, I'm not like that, Michael. Like with me, Geezer, it's like do that for the next 5 games, and maybe you have a different conversation. But one game was like, fuck out of here, man.
Yeah.
But that's people these days, Josh. They flip flop.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
I mean, you've seen it with the Joe Pedro during the week. People are comparing him to bloody R9 for Christ's sake.
What
I mean, seriously. Yeah, one good game. So what?
Yeah, a lot of fans. Whenever there's like, one good performance by a player or F1 driver in F1, who after the string of bad ones just suddenly say they're the best things in sliced bread. Obviously, we make a joke about was it what one of your friends, Josh, obviously, in Charlie's group, obviously, like, was it Hulkenberg gets a great result at the podium? Always been a great Hulkenberg fan. Lando Norris took 2 wins in a row. Always loved Lando.
Yeah, it's people that are coming out the woodwork out to nowhere, Michael. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's
and any other time they wouldn't bother.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they always also claim to be a big fan. Like, they're fickle as fuck, these people are. Like, they're not true fans, the way I see it.
No, they're not. They're not, Michael. They're really not, mate.
Yeah, if you're a fan, you support through thin and through thick.
Yeah, like, I experienced some highs and lows at those houses, but hey, I'm still here supporting those houses, aren't I?
That's right.
Yeah.
And obviously with Ferrari as well. Obviously, you supported them separately for all these years before you then ended up being together, obviously, in 25.
Yeah. Yeah, so look, I mean, Ferrari have not won a driver's title for almost 17 years now. But you know what? Support through the bad times, rather than the good as well. And hopefully there'll be a reward at the end of it. As well. I mean, obviously for you, Michael, is it Williams, isn't it?
Yeah.
And so you've had your team have been at the back.
That's literally what I was just saying. Actually, I know a thing or two about was it supporting a team through hard times.
Yeah.
And obviously, in my whole lifetime, they never won anything since '97 when I was still minus 7 years old.
Yeah.
Good morning to you, Hayden Cox. Bosh, good morning to you, mate. Yep. Morning, mate. Can't believe what you just sent me, mate. Yeah, I know. That's unbelievable.
I mean, I was going to say, what's his being was a bit was it cheeky saying good morning because it's like just a bit after midnight.
Yeah.
But I suppose it is technically.
Yeah, because it's AM, isn't it? So yeah,
that's right.
It's 12:15. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously, F1's is it off for a couple of weeks? He's got it this weekend with Wimbledon coming to the end.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? I haven't really paid much attention to that, Michael. I'll be honest. I mean, yeah, I know a few of the names. Is it? Yeah, Djokovic. Obviously, everyone knows him. Is it Alcaraz? Is it Carlos Alcaraz? Isn't it? Yeah. But obviously, it's all the known ones, isn't it? And obviously, in tennis, they still allow Russian players, don't they? Russian Belarus players, isn't it?
Yeah, just not was it flying the flag for their country?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they didn't have nothing to do with the fucking war, did they?
No.
Yeah, as much obviously Russia in the wrong, as well as Belarus for obviously letting them access Ukraine through their border as well.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I've always let's say I always want to keep politics out of sport, but obviously in my case, being A Chelsea fan is very difficult for me to do that, Michael.
Yeah, mate. It's just, people saying, like, especially sports servers, it pisses me off actually when they say no politics in F1 server. I'm like, I'm sorry. Well, what's a big thing about all sports, not least of all F1? Politics.
Yeah.
I mean, politics and F1 literally go hand in hand, and it's like it's right at the heart of it all. It's what really it's what also contributes to the whole running of the show. So saying no politics when in a sports or especially F1 chat, it's just like it's an oxymoron, really.
Yeah, man, it's just not going to happen.
No, because it can't.
I know Josh at one time were trying to make it like say political free, but yeah, that's too difficult for me, Josh. I mean, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, it should not dominate things, but it does. And at the end of the day, we have to talk about it because if we don't do, it's a disservice, isn't it?
Yeah, like I get why you talk about the geezer because obviously there's a lot happening at your football club behind the scenes at the moment.
Yeah, you mean in other words they're not getting top quality players, do you mean?
Yeah.
But I know. Look, obviously under Roman, look, we didn't sign the Ronaldos, we didn't sign the Messis, the Lewandowskis, Benzemas, and what have you. In yesteryear, yeah, you used to have a team where you had two players in every position. But now, obviously, you don't get that these days.
Yes, I am Hayden Cox. I will play a bit in that later on, at some point. A bit of FIFA on my PlayStation.
Oh, do you still do a bit of that, Josh? Oh, it's EA Sports these days, isn't it?
Yeah, on the odd occasion I play this bit of FIFA. Not all the time, though, geezer, but when I fancy it.
Yeah, I mean, I used to obviously when I had it used to be like with my mates on his only Xbox, obviously back when before he moved away, and I played FIFA on his. I mean, I wasn't that great at it. I guess I didn't play enough to get good.
Yeah. The gaming's a bit addictive though, isn't it? Though.
Oh, it is.
Well, yeah.
I know from experience. I mean, playing Football Manager, 4 or 5 times. 4 or 5 hours in an afternoon. I mean, that is mad.
Yeah, so it's like a drug, mate.
It is. When you pick it up, you just can't put it down, can you? And you know what I'm saying with F1 games as well. I'm saying with that actually as well. I know they've only put out the actual game this year. You know what? I did like the manager one. Actually, the F1 manager one. I did like that. It's a shame they haven't stuck with it, but but they are addictive games.
That is pretty cool, actually. I haven't obviously F1 manager, yeah. It's obviously having a bit like they have my team mode in the F1 games. It's a bit like obviously that with manager mode.
Yeah. And the other thing I found with F1 games as well is that some cars are so overpowered, like it was unrealistic sometimes,
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, well, I mean, some of the games were, let's say, better than others, but yeah, I mean, sometimes they get it right, sometimes they don't. What I think is it Codemasters? I think it is.
Yeah. Before it was then EA, yeah.
Yeah, before it was EA, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, EA, they've got their hands in a lot, haven't they? Of course, the FIFA games, NBA, and NHL is it as well.
Yeah.
All them American games, isn't it, as well?
Yeah.
The NFL one, I've never had an interest in. I really haven't. I have had NHL. I have had the hockey one. But the NFL one, no interest in it. Obviously, Call of Duty. I used to play the Splinter Cell one. I think it's Tom Clancy, isn't it? I think it is. Obviously, the shooting games. Fan of that side of things as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what? Obviously, Pro Evolution Soccer. I used to like that. When it turned into eFootball, not for me. I mean, that was a disaster when that came out.
Oh yeah, 100% geezer.
It was an absolute mess. That. But yeah, gaming's bloody addictive. I mean, I'm on it here and there, Josh, but not much now.
The prices of them these days, prices of games, are an absolute rip-off, geezer.
Haven't they gone up to 60?
Yeah, so disgracia.
Yeah, that itself needs a wooden thing. They're overcharging people.
Yeah, it's gone up to 60 now, hasn't it? It used to be 50 before, really. But it's gone up.
I mean, like, everyone's going to be getting excited next year, right, for the new Grand Theft Auto 6 game, but what's the betting? That's going to cost about £100 or something, some bullshit like that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Grand Theft Auto, yeah, classic. Those games, aren't they?
Yeah, it took them long enough.
I mean, for fuck's sakes, we've had GTA 5 for over 10 years now. Like, coming out on the PS3, PS4, PS5. It's like, why Rockstar kept it going for so long?
Yeah, I mean, they obviously I think they often do one game at a time. They obviously they did Red Dead 2 in between. In 2018, they released that.
Yeah.
Which I play quite a bit, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's sick. I really enjoy it, especially the story mode. Actually, of it is the better bit. Funny enough.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that's actually pretty fun. And you even get to do like side quests and everything along with the actual main story missions. Like it's really fun.
Yeah.
It's bloody mad price for gaming these days, but you can get them on. The console itself now. I mean, obviously, for me, I've got an Xbox, so I use the Microsoft Store.
Yeah.
As well, but yeah. I mean, before that, you always used to go in, let's say, gaming that, didn't you? Where before everything went online and all that stuff.
That's right, yeah.
Because obviously that's another thing that's took over now. It's a bit like with everything really now, isn't it, I suppose?
We're almost seeing like the generation divide here, because obviously you two grew up gaming pre-online, while I grew up in a time of when it rose to prominence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I remember when the Game Boy Advance came out. I know you did a short video on that, Josh, didn't you?
Yeah, I can remember, Geezer. Yeah. Here it is. Look, this is one of my favourite ever F1 games.
F1 2010 sound.
Yeah, what a game.
Yeah.
Look at Crofty on the back. Look, can you see? Hang on, I'll full screen myself. Here we go. I'll just full screen myself for a second. There we go. Look, see? There he is. Crofty.
He looks almost pound shop stuff there.
Yeah. Oh, that's brilliant.
Obviously, Charlie's favourite, of course. Also, he probably see himself on there and mistake himself for like Karun or whatever.
Yeah.
Even though he wasn't even he was actually a driver at that time, of course.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
But he probably still find a way to mistake him for another one of the presenters. In fact, we almost sometimes make a joke of it doing Crofty. Obviously, was it mistaken? Was it like one driver from his team for another? See, he has some weird, uncanny knack at that, doesn't he?
Yeah.
It's like one's at Zandvoort saying like Hamilton down the inside of Daniel Ricciardo. It's like look at the fucking leaderboard, mate. It's Yuki, not Daniel.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think about let's say the commentary? I mean, you watched it on Channel 4, Josh, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Of course, for the rest of the year, they've got the highlights, haven't they, and all that.
Yeah, I mean, I watched all the practice, obviously here, rather than at my dad's, and then obviously watching qualifying on Channel 4. But then when I was at work, my dad obviously just did his normal thing. Obviously, downloading the Sky Sports one, and he obviously forgot their Channel 4 probably. So I had that instead of the much better Channel 4. So yeah. but yeah, at least I got some coverage and got to see also that Hulk podium and everything on that. So I guess can't complain too much.
No, I mean, Sky do have a couple of good people, like Nico Rosberg, say
he's good, yeah.
Yeah. Martin Brundle, very experienced.
He's
decent. But Channel 4, I feel, do have the better presenters. Like David Coulthard, Mark Webber, Billy Munger.
Yeah. And obviously Alex Jacques as well, they have.
Yeah.
And I love how he calls himself Alex Jakes. Like, it's not that, it's Jacques. Let's look at the spelling of it.
Yeah.
So I guess Villeneuve Jr. should call himself that as well, because it's the same spelling.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they should get the pronunciations right, after all. Yeah,
well, he should have both his own name, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if it's in French, it's in French, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
but yeah, not everyone's the best with pronunciations, Michael, are they? No. I mean, people should be, but I mean, people can't get our names right, can they? I mean, we've seen that in tonight's show, haven't we?
Well, that's spelling, not pronunciation.
Yeah.
Yeah, but by the way, guys, my phone is starting to run a bit low. It's down to about 14%. So I'm guessing you'll be here for a while yet.
Yeah, it just depends. It depends how long you guys want to keep going for, Okay,
well, I'll probably leave to charge up my phone. Maybe I'll join back in the chat if it's still on by then.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll also probably put phone on charge before I forget about it.
Yeah.
And obviously, for our Dutchman friend, I'll be sure to, I'll make my vow now. I'll promise to watch that Paddy Lowe interview, all right?
Yeah.
Oh, Outlaw. Was it? Oh, yeah, that was Outlaw F1, wasn't it?
Yeah, I make my pledge because obviously I've forgotten a bit about that. So I obviously to see that or see it again maybe if I have before. I don't quite remember, but yeah, I make that pledge right now.
Yeah.
All right. But anyways, I'll go and charge it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. See you guys. It's been great once more.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Big up to you, Michael.
Big up.
Yeah. Big up.
Yeah, good guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, so yeah, so you like the Channel 4 commentary then? Is he still on it? Is he? What was he? What's the is he called? Is it Steve Jones? Is it or something?
Yes, Steve Jones. Steve Jones
Yeah,
and
is he
Lee
still on it?
Mackenzie are the two main presenters on that. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, sometimes I don't always watch commentary. It depends what I'm doing at the time, but obviously, you know, with it being the watch longs, obviously Sky have got it live, so
Yeah.
you know, I watch theirs. But for me, Josh, at the end of the day, nobody, in terms of, let's say, commentary, will ever top Murray Walker. Well, not for me anyway.
Oh no,
No, it's
I
simple as
agree
that.
with you. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, he had proper passion for that sport, you
Yeah.
know. And yeah, he also did for, let's say, two wheels as well
Yeah.
as four wheels, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, for me, he'll always be my number one. But yeah, Martin Brundle, obviously, he's been doing it a long time. I felt it was a bit much when I saw his, you know, that video on YouTube the other day where
Yeah.
he was, oh, but Christian Horner is my friend. In other words, you weren't getting the information about what was going on, you mean?
He's
Look,
probably
that's what it's really about.
yeah, he's
At the end of
probably
the day.
seen it to be a bit more professional, you know, like
Yeah.
I get why he said it, you know, is a little bit too far. I kind of get where he's coming from with it.
Yeah, but obviously it weren't expected, Josh, or anything like that, and they were caught out of the loop of it.
Yeah.
So I think they're a little bit pissed off because they did have, let's say, the scoop. But look, that's the thing in any part of life. You get that in any sport.
Yeah.
If no one's getting the big scoop, they're all pissed off.
Yeah.
Oh, the geezer's just going for filling his drink there.
Yeah, I'll be back in a second. I'm just grabbing a bit of water, mate.
But yeah, it's like how many people knew about Pedro Neto signing for Chelsea, for example? Not many. I mean, yeah, you get to know, well, let's say, a lot of stuff out there these days because of social media and all that crap. But no one knew about that deal at the time, and obviously, not many people knew about this week. But you know, at the end of the day, he's finally gone, and we've all, you know, got what we wanted, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
But let's see what Lauren Meckies is gonna do.
Yeah.
At Red Bull, let's see what he's gonna do. He's done well at Racing Bulls, hasn't he? So now he's in the big team. Let's see what he's gonna do. And obviously, Racing Bulls have gone for someone experienced, Alan Permain. Obviously, he's been around a very long time, so I think Racing Bulls are going to be in safe hands there as well.
Yeah.
So, you know, let's see what's going to happen. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But yeah, look. At the end of the day, look, the wrong gun is out. Is in the mud. Is in the bin.
Yeah.
And you know, let's make sure it stays that way, which I'm pretty sure it will.
Yeah.
But yeah, So, what are your finest memories of the Rongan then, Josh? For me, obviously, is him getting sacked and putting him in the bin. I mean, let's get out bloody right.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
It's going to be a shame, doing the watch logs and me not hurling my spoon at him.
Yeah.
It's that's a bit of a shame. But you know what? I'm pretty sure we'll find someone to hurl our spoon soon enough into somewhere else. We normally do.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you think about, let's say, drivers, Josh? Is there any that, let's say, you don't like, or let's say dislike rather?
That's a tricky one, Geezer, to be honest, because I not really got any dislikes to drivers at the moment, to be honest. So that's a bit of a tough one to answer.
Yeah, I mean, for me, let's say currently, there ain't really any that much. And not fond of, let's say, Russell that much, but
yeah, that's one. He's a bit too cocky, I think, Geezer, for my liking. He always acts like he's all it in that, which I don't like that. I think he's too arrogant.
Yeah, I mean, for me, let's say in the past, there's probably two that come to mind. Damon Hill. I've never really been a fan of that guy. I don't really. You know what? In all honesty, I don't think he's that much of an ass person, to be honest. And at the end of the day, he only ever got into Formula One because of his daddy. I mean, let's get it right.
Yeah.
And obviously, his dad was a two-time world champion in the 1960s. And for me, what's always pissed me off about him is, you've won one world championship. Why can't you be happy with that?
Yeah.
And he always drags up about bloody Adelaide all the time. I mean, get over it.
Yeah.
It's not, if it were the other way round, he would have done the same. So let's not pretend in terms of that.
Yeah.
He would have done the same. So he needs to get over himself. And at the end of the day, Michael Schumacher had to get in Formula One the hard way. He didn't have a famous daddy and what have you, like he did.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, none of Michael's family were even famous anyway. He had to do it the hard way through karting. Like you should be doing. It should not be about who you bloody know and all this crap.
Yeah.
So, Damon Hill should think himself bloody lucky, as far as I'm concerned.
I agree, you geezer. Yeah.
And the only other one who probably, let's say, rubbed me off the wrong way was Webber. Mark Webber. Look, he must have known at the end of the day. He knew. Thanks for Madueke Michael. He's balls an asshole, fam.
Yes, he is.
Oh yeah, Mob, enjoy your purchase, mate. You're getting a bowler there. Don't worry. You know what? If that's is that finally confirmed now?
I think so, but it's like
if it is, that's another cause for celebration.
Yeah, that sounds like on the Arsenal. See, they posted anything on their social media. The Arsenal page. Sounds like they
should be on BBC if it's official as well.
They haven't posted anything yet on the Arsenal page. It sounded like on BBC. Here we go. BBC Sort of Football.
I mean, that's where you go when all the official shit happens.
No, it's not on BBC either. Guess who is the one who's put it out? Your least favourite journalist, you know.
I'll hold off until he's holding up their shirt. And then I can celebrate. I'll hold off for now.
Here we go. £52 million.
Nice. So yeah, no excuses. Go out and get Victor Osimhen. Go and get me Osimhen. Get me a goalkeeper. Get me a proper goalkeeper. Anything will fucking do. But obviously, people need to realise if you get one player in one position, it doesn't fix the whole team, does it?
No, it doesn't.
So,
I mean, look,
we all know with the track record that this lot have got, they have a habit of buying it on another kid. So,
I mean, look at Man United. They've only signed Cunha so far. I mean, that's nowhere near sustainable, mate. I mean, I'm happy we signed Cunha, but we need more players. If you think one player is going to fix us, it's not.
Yeah, I mean, I'll hold off until he's actually there with Legohead and, you know, and the Berta signing that bloody contract.
Yeah.
Until I get that picture, and then I can celebrate. Yeah, I mean, we don't want to hear that it's all official and then next minute it's bloody off.
Yeah.
It's like even Eunice has done a bloody video saying Gorkrez is off now.
Yeah.
So, and that was earlier today.
Oh yeah.
They said everyone said it's official and all this shit. But yeah, Eunice has done a video now saying it's off. So.
Big up to you, Joseph O'Halloran.
Yeah, big up.
Member for 1 month. Nice. Yeah, big up to you. I hope you're doing well. Hope your day's gone good. But yeah, like Rumble, you're just out to begin your introduction stream, aren't you? At some point, you know, I'm looking forward.
I'll be doing that.
How bad?
What you should expect? He runs like a grasshopper, goes into the final third, either shoots it wide, or he's let's say, don't expect him to pass the ball, mob. If you're expecting him to pass to a teammate, don't. In other words. Yeah. So yeah, in terms of the final third, well, you could say he's a bit like Sterling, but with even less ability, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, but obviously Sterling, he played in a better team, didn't he?
Yeah.
Man, you found out since then, though, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure Arsenal will enjoy their purchase. But yeah, they should, do what they do, trust the process, because that's their mantra, isn't it?
Oh, you must give him time. Yes, trust the process. It's like, fuck out of here, man. Seriously.
Yeah, well, they've had 18 years of bloody processes and phases and whatever it is.
It's like,
can only go so far. But look, at the end of the day, their fan base don't want to land it. They don't want to protest against them. So, in that sense, they deserve all they get, don't they? If they don't want to protest.
Absolutely, yeah.
But man, if you want to protest and the rest don't, you're doing it on your own, aren't you? I guess is that as well.
True, mate. Yeah.
But people just want to be, sheep. That's what it is. People just want to be following in a line. And they don't want to do it because everyone's too scared shitless to do it. That's what it is.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, and that's what it is. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, God, we've got to wait another 2 weeks, haven't we, before Belgium now?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, Red Bull, they've got time now, haven't they? With the new guy. Won't change overnight though. Not going to change overnight, but at least that's a bit of respite for, let's say, Yuki Tsunoda.
Yeah.
So there is that. But so yeah, what do you want to say on it? On that, geezer?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how Yuki Tsunoda does now. With that Lawrence as his team principal again. Are we going to finally see a bit of a difference in the second car, or probably not? Because I get us too little, too late to make a bit of alterations to the second Red Bull car, because we all know it's only suited to one man, isn't it? I mean, let's get it right.
Yes, it's true.
The second seat just seems to be cursed, the geezer.
It'd be interesting to know what the difference is on that car compared to what Max is getting. I'm assuming any upgrades that they get, Max is always first in line for him, isn't he? In terms of, let's say, upgrades.
Yeah, my target, Hayden Cox, on EA24 is literally get Manchester United back to where they should be. Let's get it right here. We were chatting about that earlier on in our private chat.
Well, getting them back in the Premier League. You haven't been relegated, have you, Josh?
No, I haven't. Michael still needs to be doing appearances on YouTube like this and on Yeti's channel. Yeah, absolutely. Michael.ChelseaFC is always welcome on this channel, Mob. Seems like Yeti says he's always welcome on his channel.
Yeah, I'll find a way around it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
What was that? I love your interviews you do, Josh.
Me talking as a football manager, Hayden Cox.
Oh, yeah.
In our private chat, I'm talking like I am Manchester United manager, and and we have a bit of a laugh about it.
Yeah. Do you still do that? Not sustainable during the game.
Yeah. Not fucking sustainable.
But of course on a game you can sign who you want, can't you, on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, you'll have like a budget in that though. I mean, Jesus Christ, with that squad that you've got now, geezer. I mean,
Yeah.
you're not going to be able to sell many of them and then get many in, are you?
No, very true.
But yeah, doing a whole transfer window before doing the first game is probably going to be a bit of a nightmare for you, geezer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but have you kept any of them?
I haven't started yet, mate. I'm just out to start it. So, yeah, I'm interested to see like how it goes. Do that lady voice you did again, mate, earlier. Ha ha ha. Yeah.
All right.
It's hilarious. Well, we finally have a manager who's setting the standards at Manchester United. So I think Manager Josh Stronach is going to be the right man to lead us forward.
Yeah. Bloody hell. Oh.
Long it, mate.
I bet you'll keep number 10. I know number 10's your favourite. I can't wait for you to mention number 10 throughout next season as well.
Not long now to go until friend Josh, mate. I'm not ready for it yet, Josh, mate. Yeah, I know Adam could be long, mate. Could be very long.
I don't think anyone's waiting for it at the moment, are they? Oddly enough.
Amar has already been told he's out the door by Josh. Amar's answer, that is Marcus Rashford.
That'll all change when he scores against Burnley. And then you'll be all saying he's cooking again and all this.
Don't even go now, geezer, please. Big up to you, Ryan G. Good evening, mate. Well, good morning, should I say? Yeah, good morning to you.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning, Ryan. Yeah. Oh, yeah, don't worry, Josh. I mean, as soon as he scores against Burnley, it'd be like last season when he scored against Southampton and Leicester and all them lot.
Michael, you should be in YouTube, Joe.
Nah, they can't keep me out. They can never keep me out, Aiden Cox.
Nope.
Yeah, but are you going to do like match ratings again, Josh, when the season starts? Because I know you didn't bother with all that towards the end of last season. I know you stopped doing all that, didn't you?
Yeah, like Premier League games, I was only doing short reactions, like
match
reactions and that. But yeah, we'll be getting back to it, geezer. We'll, be prisoners business as usual again. I mean, let's get it right.
Yeah, but yeah, don't forget, Josh, to get all excited about a win against Burnley and all that. But yeah, one win and then you're all back on track. You know that it's going to go that way. You know it always does.
Oh, Hazel Cox is just jokes. Here we go. Michael has from Alcatraz.
Yeah, get ever go at that for longer.
Oh wow.
Not even under lock and key. I'll still always find a way out. Always do.
No, Adam. Michael.Chelsea FC was never given a reason to why he had his channel closed down.
No.
But he's going to be on Rumble now. So, yeah, landing the minerals on Rumble.
Yeah. And obviously, make sure everyone hops over to there as well. So, we'll be landing. Oh, well, yeah, have that effect, doesn't
it? Yeah, it's like they can't keep you down, geezer. No chance.
No. When anyone tries to pull you down, you just get back up, don't you?
Yeah.
Simple as that. So yeah, where's your emblemo? Emblemo.
Gosh, geezer, I can't believe we're still chasing him, for fuck's sake. Huh. Nobody keeps Mr. Standards Michael down.
Yeah. By the time emblemo sides, Josh, I mean, Jesus Christ, I'll be bloody 80 at this rate. I mean, what's going on, geezer?
I mean, why? It's like Brentford want a bit more money, right? But we're pissing around in the transfer market by not offering the money Brentford want. So it's like either pay the money or pull out. It's as simple as that, isn't it? Really?
But do you want him?
I mean, I think he'll be a bit of an improvement on what he got. Would I say he's world class? No, but he's decent.
Yeah, fair enough. Are you not linked with anybody else? I mean, I'm not really heard much about your lot that much.
To be honest, Michael, I don't really. I'm not really being taking much notice of the transfer.
Oh, you mute. Oh, you've put him on mute, haven't you?
Yeah.
Oh, you have. I remember.
At least Man United are going to sign 38-year-old Jamie Vardy. Same old summer every year, Man United. Yes, Adam, it's like a rinse and repeat, mate.
Yeah, I noticed some of your chat. They want Calvert-Lewin.
Oh, don't even go there.
No, that would be funny. That would be something like that if that ever happened. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Oh, dear
me. At least Man United are preparing for life in the EFL. That's how I would say it.
Well, realistically, geezer, we should be in it already. I mean, let's get it right. We should absolutely be in the EFL Championship already, but it's how poor the three teams were this past season. It's the only reason why we aren't.
Yeah, well, all of them were shit, weren't they? So.
Oh yeah, look, they were terrible.
We'll see what these new ones that have come up and see what they do. I mean, let's see what Leeds do and what Sunderland do. In terms of the other, I think that'll be a waste of time. So let's see what those two teams do. Eh?
Yeah. No, it's not Adam Partridge. It's not Man United standards at all, finishing 15th place. Unacceptable. Yeah, that needs a wooden scene, doesn't it, mate?
Yeah, maybe Ratcliffe will want to move a place further up, like 14th. But yeah, what? We're on the 11th of July and you've only got one. Wait. You've got no midfielder. You've got no defender.
Yeah.
So yeah, who's replacing Ericsson? Who's replacing Lindelof then?
Yeah.
Because they've gone now, haven't they?
Yeah, they have Geezer. Yeah.
And yeah, you've not thought about replacements there yet. But yeah, I think we'll all be of old age by the time Mbeumo reaches for the pen. Oh. But yeah, it seems like you're all too busy with one transfer and you're not concentrating on the rest of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, don't worry, next season, Onana.
Oh, no. No goalkeeper, as he's about as good as my great-granddad.
Yeah, Onana's generational, Josh. He's generational. But yeah, don't worry, he'll be there next season. He'll be there. Why do you not go back in for Pogba?
Oh,
he was available.
Really? Not
Pogba. He found his way back into football quick, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah, what is it? Monaco. Oh, so he's playing in Ligue 1 then, isn't he?
Yeah.
Although that, let's say, even though Monaco is not in France, mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course, they play the French league, don't they?
Will you sell Onana on FIFA? Well, you see, on FC24, he was literally new to the club. So, yeah, I don't reckon I will be able to get rid of him immediately, unfortunately. But
yeah. Yeah, he'll keep Rashford and Garnacho there.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, I mean, mighty transfer windows, they don't happen anymore, geezer. I bet we all know that.
No, they really don't.
And yeah, everyone seems to be under this impression you can get everything done in one window. It's not how football works now, is it?
Nope.
It might have done, let's say, back in day, you know, but not now.
No chance. Nope.
Is what it is, isn't it?
Oh, here we go. This is an interesting one. And being interesting to hear your input on this, Michael Geezer. Michael, I think Chelsea are acting elite again now and starting to play much better.
Well, we'll see. We'll see after the final on Sunday, won't we? Against PSG. That's going to be the test. That'll be the one.
Oh yeah. Are you going live for that on Rumble? Are you doing a live watch along to that game, or are you just gonna watch it on the TV?
Yeah, look, yeah, I'll go live with that one. Yeah, but MotoGP will be earlier in the day, and of course, that when that final's on, of course, England are playing Wales.
Yeah.
As well about the same time. So yeah, look, I think we could do a double watch along of that. England and Wales on the TV, and then Chelsea Real Madrid game on the old iPad. So that shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, DAZN are covering it as well as Channel 5, aren't they?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I forgot it's England versus Wales as well.
Yeah.
And, yeah, they did it yesterday, 4-0
Yeah.
over the Netherlands. And, of course, yeah, did she score as well? Ella Toon, I think, did she get the fourth one?
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I saw Lauren James's first goal. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
what a finish.
Yeah, what a finish. I think you're
but
showing
yeah, that game was straightforward, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, people thought that was going to be a test, but in the end, it wasn't.
Yeah, Hayden Cox. I think your ownership is showing that they have the minerals to be elites. Interesting.
I just think on a whole season, not on one game.
Yeah,
we'll wait and see in terms of that. But yeah, Sunday, that's the one.
Yeah.
And let's see if anyone thinks that come 10 o'clock on Sunday night after the result.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, we'll see.
But obviously, Paris Saint-Germain, they completely outplayed Real Madrid, didn't they? Real Madrid got hammered.
Oh, your guy's not happy, Josh. Flying Pig.
Oh, yeah, Flying Pig, yeah.
Joke of a window. He's not happy about it. Oh, I see Minerals has done a video about, by the way, Kay. I'm sure he's well pleased.
Yeah.
About him going to the Goons. But yeah, I mean that's a dream signing for them, isn't it? That's more their level at the end of the day. So yeah, you know what? Two great pieces of news within the space of a few days.
Yeah.
But you know what? You know me, Josh. Let's see. I want to see him signing that contract with Lego Head and Berta and him holding up that shirt. That's what I want.
Yeah.
And then I can celebrate.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll just hold off. Don't get me wrong, please, but let's wait and see.
Yeah.
Because you've always got a hair on the side of caution, haven't you?
Yeah.
On these things. And yeah, I know a lot of them are wetting themselves for Gyökeres, even though it's not happened, or it will never happen, because they did this last summer. Let's not forget.
Yeah.
Terry Flip Flaps, done deal, all that crap. Remember that? 12 months ago. Yeah, and then of course, your favourite, Josh, Henry Talks bullshit.
Oh, not that Roman.
Yeah, it's not even coming from him. He looks at tweets.
Yeah.
So it's not from him. He doesn't know anything.
Nope.
And if he's a Tottenham fan, why is he not doing anything on Kudos?
Yeah.
Aren't they the ones who are linked with him? So why is he not doing anything about that? Why is it always asked on videos? Oh, exactly. Yeah, because that's where the subs are, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, he's supposed to be a bloody spud.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's typical, there, isn't it? Always the same.
Yeah.
But there's that team behind me in the picture right there. I mean, those were the days.
Yeah.
I mean, let's get that right. And one day, we will see them days again. We will, Geezer. We'll see them days again.
Yeah.
But yeah, is there anything you want me to add, Josh? Before I will say this though, Christian Horner, you are in the mud and stay in that bin. Let's get out bloody right.
Yeah, stay in the bin. You absolute running.
Is he muted, guys?
No, no.
Is
no,
that?
Yeah, we can still hear you. Yeah. Yeah, we can still. I can still hear you. Hang on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look present correct.
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Right, let me comment.
I'm not sure what's happening there, guys. Looks like my geezer's having a few technical issues. But yeah.
Won't even let me bloody comment now.
I don't know what's happening with my geezer at the moment. So, yeah, apologies for that, people. Real shame that, because we're having a great conversation, weren't we? But, yeah, it looks like he's having a few technical issues. I could still hear him in the background, but, yeah, he looks like he couldn't quite hear me. I think YouTube banned his account again. No, I don't think so. Maybe they have. I don't know, but it's not like, is he still in the live chat? Oh, look. His comment's still there, Michael. So his comment's still there, Hayden Cox. I don't think he has been banned because his comment is still there. Otherwise, if he was banned, his comments wouldn't be there. So yeah, I think he's still on there. He's still alive and kicking. Still here, geezer. I couldn't hear you, mate. Well, I could hear you in the background, Michael.Chelsea FC. I think your phone must have been playing up or something, because I could still hear you, geezer. But, yeah, anyway. Sorry about that, everyone. But, yeah, Christian Horner, you are in the mud. Let's get it right. You're absolutely in the mud. But yeah, that's strange why you couldn't hear me, because I could hear you fine, geezer. Maybe your Wi-Fi dropped or something, or your phone was having a temperamental moment. But yeah, everything's fine my end, geezer. Yeah, because I can hear myself. So yeah. Either way, it is always a few technical issues from your end, but yeah. Anyway, people, I think that's just about it for tonight. Once again, oh yeah, okay, I'll put the link back in. Yeah, yeah, sure. Right, copy. Here we go. Paste. Right, I sent the link again, geezer. So yeah, let's see how it works. See how it works.
Hey, I'm back.
Yo.
Yeah, there we are. We've got it working.
Yeah.
But yeah, that wrong gun, yeah, that one could get in the absolute bin.
Yeah.
I mean, let's get our bloody right, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's going off there. But yeah, yeah, can't wait to start Rumble this weekend. So yeah, it's going to be a bit new, you know, like baby steps here and there, and you know, maybe eventually might get people on.
Yeah.
You know, within time.
Yeah,
Obviously,
absolutely.
see who's in the chat. See who's landed it in there and that. You know, Josh. And then it took me quite a bit on here, didn't it, as well?
Yeah.
You know, to let's say have people on. So, yeah, probably be same on there and then as soon as I do. You know, be up and away, won't we?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I've already got the premium now. I mean, it's already, let's say, twice as cheaper than what StreamYard ever was.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you're paying mad money when it comes to StreamYard, especially every week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's mad load of money that geezer. But yeah, on Rumble, what £9.99 a month? For me, that cannot go any better.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, in terms of StreamYard, I mean, 14 quid every week. I mean, you're paying what? I mean, you're paying like 56. You're paying 56 for a whole month.
Yeah.
I mean, that is bloody daylight robbery.
Yeah.
Especially if you're getting, let's say, no money on the end of it. Rather, I mean, that might suit you all well if you, let's say, get that super chats and all that stuff. But if you don't get the super chats, well, yeah, I mean, it's a lot of money to shell out, isn't it?
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I know you covered your National League fixtures last night.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you enjoy doing that little series, geezer, because I mean, you've done the Football League, you've done the National League. No, oh yeah, you're doing South, aren't you? So,
Yeah.
oh, you're going to be checking out Chippenham Town, aren't you?
Yeah.
No doubt. And Bath City is it as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so you'll be checking all them out, won't you?
Yeah, I will be, geezer. Yep, yep.
But yeah, don't worry, I'll be hopefully there for that one. Yeah, I'll have to be. I'll have to check when any of you guys are live, especially when I'm on Rumble these days. So yeah, I'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't worry, I'll always pop in here time to time. You know that. Yeah, but what do you think about all this whole thing with Eunice and the minerals?
Yeah, bizarre. Very bizarre.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people that are in Unity's chat and they're calling him a Judas and all this.
Wow.
So it's an interesting one, isn't it? I mean, I've seen it in Minerals' chat. A lot of people are calling Eunice out. And interestingly enough, Johnny has not said anything on the matter.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting one, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, I mean, where does he stand on it? I mean, we don't really know where he stands on it.
No.
And from what I've always seen of him, I thought he was never frightened of, let's say, showing his opinion.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting one, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he's not done a stream with Eunice for months now.
Yeah.
And yet Eunice, he's done he's done streams with, let's say, some of the others. And he's not been on there with the minerals for a while now.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe something's happened, let's say, off the cam that we don't know about.
Yeah, big up to you, Dane. Good morning to you.
Oh yeah, big up Dwayne. Yeah, oh yeah, Dane in the chat. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course he popped into one or two of my watch logs, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, yeah. But yeah, of course, if you know, I'll be doing the same stuff on Rumble, geezer. Don't worry. I mean, I'll be still covering everything as I can on there. So yeah, Friday will be just let's say a little introduction, and then we'll get on to all that other stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah. Are you going to be doing, let's say, Premier League predictions, Josh, before the season starts?
Yeah. When they near enough starts, probably yes.
Yeah. I mean, I'll do mine on the old Rumble. So yeah, we'll find out who signs who at that point, won't we?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all a bit up in the air when you don't know, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you think of all this Arsenal hopium? I mean, we knew it was going to happen, Josh, didn't we?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, is it going to be more nonsense from again?
Yeah.
You could do it on what Subaru? Super Brew. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course. Wolves have lost 2 players, haven't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
El Nouri and Cunha.
Yeah.
God, we don't know who the other clubs have signed yet. Either.
That's a prediction leagues if you're doing one. Oh, I see. Right. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Well, in other words, that's a website. Yeah, I always do it nearer to the time, mate.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I think it'll be a few days before the Premier League season starts. But even then, it's until September the 1st transfers, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's all that last minute stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, let's see. With it being summer, Josh,
Yeah.
are you going to find it short to do content?
Nah. It'd be fine, geezer. I always find a way of squeezing content in. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you always used to do during the international breaks, didn't you?
Yeah.
Mm.
Of course, I know I've not been on this channel now for a few nights of streaming. It's because sometimes I like to try and put stuff out on the second channel as well. It's trying to balance it out a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's a good point, Ryan G. Hopefully, you can get them over the line, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But it's always a bit difficult. I think if you, let's say, try and race to try and find content in the summer. But no, you've done well in terms of that geezer, haven't you?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you'll find something that you can, come up with. You've done videos of, let's say, your older streams, as it were. Obviously, you did that one. I mean, you've done a music. You did a stream about music as well. You've done one about WWE as well. You've done all types of content, so you'll find a way, won't you?
100% I will, geezer. 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, and of course you're always reviewing football shirts and what have you and all that. Yeah, you'll find a way. You always do, don't you?
Yeah.
God, I mean, you've even done a short video about a burger from McDonald's.
Yeah.
I mean, blimey. So yeah, you found ways, don't you? So
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, but we will still have football even when that other Club World Cup is finished. We still have the Women's Euros, geezer.
Yeah.
Even when the group stage finishes, there's quarterfinals, the semi, and then there's a final, isn't there? So, there's still a little bit way to go in that. So yeah, we'll see what happens in that as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, but you'll come up with something. I mean, knowing you, Josh, you'll end up reviewing a Blu-ray or something, or a game, something like that. You'll find a way, won't you?
100%. I always do, geezer. That's why I've been so good at it. Like with my YouTube channel now because there's not a lot to talk about. I always seem to find a way of squeezing something in.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and of course, in terms of games, they've got them cheaper places, haven't they? Is it CEX, is it?
Yes, Geezer,
Yeah, that's what it's called, yeah. Yeah, of course, we've got one in the centre.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, of course, that's where you could get all them old games in it now and all that stuff, so... but yeah, there's always ways in terms of that stuff, isn't there?
Yeah.
It's strange that we don't see any wrong comments in your chat anymore, you know, that sometimes we used to do. But I know you put it on subscriber only, so I think that's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Because I always used to see them wrong comments, you know. But Toy Story is for kids and Harry Potter's for children and all that. Do you remember that one, Geezer?
Yeah.
Oh, God,
yeah.
I remember that.
It's like, fuck out of here, man. Seriously.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, it won't be the actual Simon Jordan. I mean, there's always them troll accounts, Josh, isn't there?
Yeah, of course there is, Geezer, yeah.
I mean, you used to have one of Christian Horner in here. Yeah. Remember that? What a shame that troll account is on here now.
Actually, he was yesterday. He commented on my shorts video, you know, when I said he was leaving and that. So, yeah, he's still around, Geezer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'll have to check that out.
Some of them are laughable, mate. I replied to all of them, I am.
I miss them wrong comments, you know. I bet that one ain't so smug now, though. So I'm all for it. You know what? I don't mind wrong comments. You know, I love that.
Yeah. But obviously, since I've been using subscribers only mode, I've noticed like a lot of my subscribers are commenting more on a regular basis in there. It's because obviously, you know, it's like subscribers only mode. It's like if anyone's new to the channel, they can only comment if they've been subscribed for about a minute or so.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I mean, at the end of the day, Josh, I mean, mate, look at the Yeti. He won't be bothered about that shit. I mean, he'll just tell him to fuck off.
Yeah. Pretty much, mate.
So, yeah, he won't be, I mean, he won't be bothered about shit like that. But, yeah, I mean, that one that pretended to be Christian Horner, I mean, that one's in the bloody mud now. So enjoy. That one needs to hold the L. That troll account.
Yeah.
Hold the L. But yeah, I'll have a look at that. I could do with a laugh. Yeah, but those kind of ones are the most interesting ones, Geezer. You know,
yeah.
I love that. I wonder if I'll get any on Rumble. I wonder if I'll get any on there. I'll have to wait and see.
That'd be interesting. Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah, because, you know, there will be some familiar ones on there, but there'll be some new ones and all. So
Yeah.
it'll be like a bit of the unknown, innit?
Yeah.
But you know what? Bring it on, and I'm ready for it. Can't wait.
Yeah.
You know, end it there. But yeah, to all the Christian Horner fanboys, I mean, well, I'm bloody drinking in all their tears. I mean, let's get that bloody right.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you think of that? When Martin Brundle said he's going to miss him. I'm pretty sure you're not going to miss him. I'm pretty sure you'll see him all the time if he's your bloody friend, mate.
Yeah.
He's only been sacked from his job. It's not like he's in hospital or anything like that, is he?
No, of course not. No.
So I mean, they're being a bit excessive, aren't they? I mean, the way people are carrying on, anyone will think he's bloody ill in hospital. Where people carry on, he's only been sacked from his job. That's it, nothing more.
Yeah.
You know. And in a few bloody months, I mean, we could be bloody. It could be the bloody there at Alpine, for all we bloody know.
Yeah.
Geezer. So yeah, people are dramatic, aren't they?
Of course they are, Geezer. Yeah, yeah. I agree in that. Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I want to say on that. But at least he's in the mud. You know, put him in the woods, get him in the bin, and let's hope he stays there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's get our bloody right.
But yeah, is there anything more you'd like to add, Geezer? Because I'm probably going to be wrapping things up shortly.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. So yeah, I'm going to talk about my channel Rumble. It is Michael 1988 Chelsea FC.
Yeah.
There will be a little introduction clip tomorrow. And then hopefully, obviously Saturday and Sunday will be MotoGP. Sats and rings, so should be in time for that. And yeah, I'll do some of the remaining group stage matches of the women's, and of course, the FIFA Club World Cup final. Gosh, we'll be there for that one. But yeah, everything will sort itself out. Just get the hang of this. Who are mod, and let's see who's in the chat. You know, it's going to be early days, but I'm bloody ready for it, Geezer.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what I want to say, Geezer.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine, Geezer. Looking forward to
it. So, what are you going to be doing?
Yeah, obviously, I'll be reporting on any Manchester United news or maybe breaks and that, whether it be short video or stream. Obviously, I got my National League South fixtures reaction coming up at some point during the weekend. So, yeah, looking forward to that.
Oh, yeah. Signed Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
Down there.
I want to see that stream. No, that would be funny. God, I mean, you'll be going pound for leather with your spoons.
Oh my God, mate.
that would be funny, that, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But let's wait and see what happens, Geezer. Come on.
Yeah, let's wait and see what happens. But yeah, anyway, people, we're out of here. Don't forget, Christian Horner, you are in the mud. Red Bull, you're in the mud as well. Let's have it right, people.
Make sure you stay there.
Yeah, make sure he stays there, absolutely. And on that note, people, we're out of here. Laters.